I just got my eardrums blown out by Malena's microphone. And my chat too.
Am I that loud?
You're not loud for me.
You were, but now you're fine.
Maybe I was turned up because maybe my microphone was really low last time I was here and you turned me up.
That's probably it.
Yeah, because then you go from like scuff to like real setup now, basically.
Hold on, I'm peeling my toenail off.
Ew!
You know when you start peeling your toenail off and then you just gotta like take the whole thing off? Ow! Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I'm actually about to start crying.
What?
When you create a rift.
I don't even know why I'm grossed out right now. I mean,
when you create a rift, you have to finish it.
Yes, I do understand that. That's what happened with my thumb. My thumb is, you can't see it. I pick at my cuticles. It's bad.
Maya, who's watching your birds during wife swap?
Me. I have to come back here twice a day.
Oh,
nice.
It's fine.
When does that start?
Sunday night.
Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't nobody tell me that?
Nobody tells us anything, Malena. I just happened to be there when they decided that.
When?
After
And that's
Easter.
why we don't let them make the decision.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy that they plan anything, I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, so it's Sunday night after Easter. We swap houses, and then Monday, like, morning, early afternoon, Wednesday.
I hope Malena wakes
Morning/afternoon, we go
Mrs.
back.
ass up at 8 a.m.
Yeah,
Pots and pans, baby. Wake the fuck up. We're going to treadmill and we're going to go obstacle running in the fucking backyard, dude. No more fucking tacos around here. It's going to be great. It's gonna be great.
I don't know why, but you doing that reminds me of like the Bad Girls Club. She's like, I didn't get no sleep because of y'all.
Yeah.
I didn't get no sleep because of me.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I should do that. I'm going to vlog the whole thing. I am, 100%. And I'm putting it on our YouTube channel. I am. The whole thing.
Do it.
I'm waking him up on pots and pans and recording it. And I'll let Nick watch it if he wants to the day after on his stream.
You should be like, you should take it so severe like the wife swap shows do. Be like, well, in my life, we go for a run every morning.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up at 6:30. His life is going to change.
It'll be so funny.
When I wake up, he's going to wake up because that's when my day starts.
Maya, what are you going to do?
I don't know yet, honestly. I know that I'm going to be on Nick's stream in the morning, and I'm just going to stand there and, like, awkward. Nick's going to, like, stare at me creepy or something, and it's just going to do that for a few hours. And then I want to do an ice skating IRL, but I need to figure out what rinks we can go to, / if we can do that.
We can do that all together.
That'd be really fun. We should do that.
I'll help you.
Okay. And then I kind of want to drag him on a hike.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun. That'd be a good one.
That kind of sucks because, like, we promised Adept and Felix to go ice skating with them so long ago. Like, we've had this plan for so long.
Why don't they come too?
Because they moved to Los Santos, both of them. There's no way they'll come to, like, an ice rink. Like, hello? You know what I mean? I'm flaming her. Hopefully she'll come home. I miss her. It's been too long. It's been like a month and a half now, so.
I ain't stopping. I ain't fucking leaving.
Adept's put in so many hours this last month.
I streamed 30 hours last stream. All of it in RP. I didn't do anything else other than RP.
How do your eyes feel? Are your eyes so dry from staring at the screen?
No, I feel
really?
great.
My
I woke
eyes
up with
get
like
fucked.
my voice gone a little. That's it.
Oh.
I'm really particular about the lighting in my room though, because I know like kind of what strains my eyes and what doesn't. So.
Oh, that's smart. I think I need to get like the monitors that help with eyes because mine just get so fucked. Anyway, hi guys. This is this week's episode of Housewives. Yay! And we're gonna start just with the 4 of us first before we bring in Simply's mom. And a lot of you are saying, "Where's Macaiyla?" I feel the same way. We all feel the same way. Where's Macaiyla? We're really sad about it, but she is so busy. So she is school and she is trying to do her own stream stuff right now that she doesn't have time for the podcast as well as managing, like, you know, having a life outside of stream and stuff like that. So Macaiyla is no longer interested in being on the podcast as at least a reoccurring. I hope she'll come back for like, a guest sometime. I think maybe with enough convincing, but yeah.
Yeah, with that said, like from the podcast as a whole, Macaiyla has an open invitation to be here whenever the fuck she wants. We're just not gonna apply that pressure on her to be here if she's, busy and not interested, and that's it.
That's it. So all of you are saying
Straightforward.
A lot of you are saying, what happened? What happened? What happened? Literally, she just doesn't. She's just too busy. She's too busy to come on. And that's it. And
I feel like
go Queen go.
Okay.
What, Maya?
No, I mean, Macaiyla doesn't want to be here anymore. We said that as well, but I think everybody is on the same page about that, and that's fine. Like Adept said, she has an open invite back. Like, great, she can come back whenever she wants.
Someone in chat said she did have homework every time. Yeah, she's really busy. She doesn't want to. It's it's just an extra thing added to the list. She doesn't want to be here, so we're not going to force her. So there you go. But yeah, this week the podcast will keep happening. Is all I'm saying. Why am I hearing an echo? It's Maya. I'm hearing my own voice.
Are you?
No, it's not your mic.
Yeah.
Wait.
She is echoing a little.
Oh, it's you.
A little bit.
That's weird. Okay, sorry.
So
I turned you guys down.
Someone in chat said, "Why'd people happy she chose host?" Yeah, Kayla chose host. She didn't choose love. She's not coming back this week. But yeah. But this week we have special guest Simply's mom. When is she popping in, Maya? Or do we want to talk more for a little bit?
I told her that we'd call her at 7.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so we have time. I mean, we could call her sooner. I could ask her.
No, we're fine. We can catch up. We have lots of stuff to catch up on, just as us, like Adept, moving to Los Santos. Have you made new friends? Is there any housewives there that we should know about?
I've made so many new friends. I don't have housewife friends.
She doesn't miss her old friends. They're gone and forgotten and lost.
Not even a little. But I did buy a shit ton of board games and stuff.
Ooh.
And I'm ordering some more of the furniture. We have like a little lounge spot that we really want to use as like a board game type of night. And our IRL, I have to keep saying this because even me and my community are so RP nowadays, but my IRL group of friends, we love playing board games together. So I bought a shit ton. We are putting the room together so that, when we visit our Texas house every so often from Los Santos, we can have our friends come over. And
cute.
I'm really excited for it. It's kind of stupid and unnecessary, and I don't recommend it. But I bought like a deluxe Monopoly and a deluxe Scrabble. And the second I opened them, I was like, this Monopoly's never going to be used. And it was also kind of like, you could just tell that the wood, it's just not good quality, even though they call them deluxe or whatever. But they're cute, I guess. They're cute.
It'll be fun.
I'm so jealous. I love board games. I have no one to play board games with. I hate it here.
Well, I mean, the vaccine is happening. Maybe y'all do, maybe y'all don't. And I think even regardless with the way that the tides are going to go with the vaccine overall, travel will be a thing again in the near future, somewhat, a little. So we'll see you
has anyone
eventually.
gotten their first shot here?
I get mine Monday.
I get mine on Monday too. That's why I kind of didn't want to stall the shit again, because I didn't want to miss my shot. But
I'll just leave.
I'll just go and get it. What time is yours? Is it in the morning?
It's at 1:30, I think.
Okay, yeah.
You didn't want to stall what?
We were doing a wife swap.
Oh, okay.
Like Maya's moving in here for a bit, and I'm moving in over there for a bit. And I didn't know that we were doing that literally tomorrow. So I have to do laundry today. Thank you for warning me, Maya.
Sorry.
You can just take your laundry to her house.
That's true.
Leave it for Maya to do it.
No,
that's an authentic house swap right there.
Do not want you to see my granny panties. And my granny panties.
Dude.
It's tomorrow. Yeah, wife swap is tomorrow after the Easter event until Wednesday morning-ish. So, Sunday
I have to
night,
go
Monday night,
feed my
Tuesday night.
cat really quick. I'm sorry, he's in the hallway yelling.
I hear him. It's cute.
He's so mad. Okay, I'll be right back.
Maybe I'll just finish the cake that me and Kitty were making over there.
Wait, yeah, what'd you guys do? You made a bunny cake?
We didn't get to finish because I didn't want to leave you guys hanging.
Aw.
So, and we didn't want to bake while we were sitting here because I want you
Just
to have our full
cancel next
attention.
time. It's fine.
No,
Just
okay.
just
Okay, Mary
cancel.
Posa,
I'll go.
okay.
But
Okay.
Barrio's waiting for me
Okay, Miss
anyway.
Posa.
Wait, Adept, you haven't slowed down at all. You're like,
I
No,
kind
she
of
gassed
did.
it
I mean,
up.
like,
Oh,
I've been
okay.
doing like 17 hours instead of 20.
Hey guys, yesterday I did a 30-hour stream. I'm slowing down.
Aside from yesterday, I've been doing like 17, 19 hours or something.
oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I grieve.
Yep. All natural and G Fuel. on
Wait.
God.
Who is drinking? Malena wants to drink.
Oh,
I should drink
fuck.
because
I wanted to drink it. I forgot.
We have such a big day tomorrow that I want to be ready.
I'm not
'Cause-
drinking right now.
Okay, that's fine with me. I'm not hungover, but I drank yesterday.
What'd you do yesterday?
Nothing. Just Schlatt and Connor came over and then we drank beer and then I fell asleep.
Cute.
Cute.
It was a good time. Do you guys want to come up with more questions for Simp Mom?
Ow.
Or should we just wing it?
I have, we could just wing it, I think. I feel like she will, I have a lot of questions coming in chat, too.
Sick.
So I feel like we'll be totally okay. And
Chat. Connor eats pants. You're gonna have to, when we say Connor,
Oh,
you're gonna have
God.
to adjust to that. It's not for Connor, it's Connor eats pants. Every time now.
that's sad.
Get it in there. Yeah.
Parents make me nervous. But older people without kids don't make me nervous. It's just the aspect of talking to a parent. Very it makes me puts me kind of on edge. Because I don't want her to think that her son is friends with a whole bunch of idiots.
I'm sure she already does.
Yeah.
She watches Matt's stream sometimes.
Oof.
So she knows.
Oof. And
That's funny.
I don't know. Parents are different than just people like us who are just older without kids. You know, because they're normal people in society, and I don't. Will she understand if we say poggers? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
I
she
think
will.
I
yeah.
think she will.
What is a
How
good
often are we
replacement
saying
word?
poggers, Malena?
Yeah, that's true.
What do you replace with poggers?
Wow.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
Exciting, like normal words, you know?
It's
My
so funny.
mom has straight up said like Kappa and Dan's game. So
Oh,
That's crazy.
yeah, my mom watches our YouTube videos and shit.
my mom's kind of the opposite. She asked about the poem of Ocean Man that the chat was spamming.
Oh,
She asked,
yeah.
what's this nice poem?
That's funny.
No, she types emotes. She uses like white people happy. She embroidered white people happy on some hats. She
That's
knows.
One
So does she-
time, I thought Blaustoys was trying to like emotionally manipulate me and be like, "I'm gonna tell my mom is like in," and I was like, "Fuck your mom!" Like I was just kidding, and I thought he was just trying to use a tactic on me. It may have been during Among Us, who knows? And I was like, "Yeah, fuck your mom," and then his mom was actually there in the chat, but apparently she didn't hear me or something.
Damn,
And then
Adept.
she
Thank God.
called me and he was like, "Mom, can you please tell Adept to stop being mean?" And she was like, "Honey, stop being mean." And I felt so embarrassed. I was like, "Oh, my God.
That's funny.
I'm still peeling my toenail, by the way. It's very
Stop
fun.
it.
Stop it.
You guys don't do that. Tell me you don't. Hello?
I
You're
do, but I
fucking
don't
lying.
talk.
Everyone peels their nails up and like
Sometimes I peel my fingernails, like nails sometimes. I hate it. Like I hate when there's layers and then you have to like separate the it freaks me out.
Oh yeah, I hate when it separates. I
I
feel
don't
that.
like that. Just
You
cut
guys
nails,
will
just
have
cut your nails.
to keep me updated on the when you get the vaccine. I can't get an appointment for like a week or 2.
Mhm.
But I'll get one. But I have like a phobia of needles, number 1. And conspiracy theory TikTok convinced me that I'm gonna die when I get the fucking vaccine.
Oh my god, TikTok is so stupid.
Why'd you do that, TikTok? That was rude. I
What
felt
did you go
fine about
searching
it.
for, you dumbass?
What
See,
did
if it
I
makes you feel-
didn't. It showed up on my For You page.
So you just fell down a rabbit hole?
They know that I'm a hypochondriac.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, it has to do with whatever videos you've been watching.
Yeah. Conspiracies.
If it
How
makes you
can
feel
you
any
use
better,
TikTok? Oh, if it makes you
I
feel
use
better,
it
what?
every day. Oh, yesterday I found a girl on TikTok that was saying that she could talk to animals. And then I went on her page and she said that she could feel the vibrations from a turkey and understand his loneliness. So
Don't be
Just-
jealous, Maya. She can.
Yeah, Maya, you're just jealous.
You're
jealous.
just jealous.
you're right.
You're not
Everything
the
on
only
TikTok-
animal girl in town anymore.
Move
Everything on
over,
TikTok is
bitch.
true.
It's all real and true.
We
Yeah.
should get her on.
I collect phobias like Pokemon
Collect
cards.
phobias in my jar.
Yeah.
Here's my jar full of
I'm
plain
afraid of this
phobia,
now.
hypochondriac.
This. Yeah, it's also. I saw your video. Your video of interviewing animals with a mini mic has 1 million views, Maya.
Oh.
It hit the normie side of YouTube
That's
because
so
the
cool.
tiny mic thing was like all over TikTok. It was so fun.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
video was. That video.
I
Was
decided
fun.
when I come to Texas, I'm gonna get a tiny mic and I'm gonna talk to your same animals,
Sounds good to
and
me.
I'm
You
gonna
can
hit
use
a
the same
million
mic.
views.
I still have it.
I don't even have to buy my own mic, everybody.
Yeah.
This is the best.
There you go.
Once we get the vaccine, it's our first trip. Ludwig already agreed to it. I'm so excited.
Nice.
I'm
Wait,
so
he also agreed to
lonely.
buying a house on Twitter.
Yeah,
He did,
he
huh?
does. He does want. He wants to get a house in, like, just a vacation house in Texas because it'll help with taxes too. Because then you can have your business out of Texas.
Oh my god.
So
Yes.
I don't know if
And
he
if
actually
doesn't
will,
live in
but
it, the whole house is a tax write-off unless if he doesn't live in it.
the whole house is a tax write-off if you don't live
So
in it.
if you, so the thing is that if you own a business, right, and then you buy an office place, and you go stream from it, but you don't actually live in it, that can be a tax write-off under certain exceptions. Like
Everyone in chat, tax evasion pug.
It's way harder to get a loan though if it's not your primary resident. Not that he probably doesn't even need a fucking loan.
You have to have a certain amount of time there to write it off. Okay, well we'll figure out how much time, and we'll just visit there enough. Easy peasy. There you go. Tax evasion is legal. Tax avoidance is not. I don't know, guys. Don't listen to any of our tax. We have an accountant. Don't worry. We have a tax person. I'm not
What's
trusting anyone in
crazy-
chat with this.
What's absolutely crazy is now that I've moved to Los Santos, I know
You don't
I
have to do taxes.
No.
Oh.
Worse. I have to do taxes for every character, and they're serious, and I have to actually do them, and if I don't, I'll get fucked for actual tax evasion in the game. Like the same way you'd get
Wait.
fucked in real life, you get
Dude,
fucked up in
I don't know
game.
how you are
Wait,
playing
what?
this game.
Mm-hmm.
How many
Wait,
characters do you have?
The roleplay world is very immersive. Like they have done so many things to make it very real for you. And we do have to pay taxes on money made. We have to pay it to our state government in the game.
Is there people RP the IRS? Like, do they receive?
All I know is
Who would want to do that?
all the RP veterans are paying their fucking taxes. But I did find a guy with an offshore account that I will be putting money in as
Oh my
well.
god.
So,
Adept is in so deep. You are in so deep.
yep. Oh wait, there are IRS people. They called me one time.
What?
They called me and they were like, "Hey, Miss Hannah Hilltop, you need to pay your taxes." It was
How do they
scary.
know?
I'm telling you, it's immersive. So not only do you have to pay taxes in real life, I have to pay them on my 2 characters as well. Oh,
Wait,
and my company that I own. I own a nightclub, and that has to pay taxes as well.
Is there current tax season? Like, what's the tax season? Is it
It's
right
like
now?
right now. Yeah,
Okay,
we all have to pay
So
right
if
now.
I start playing GTA RP in like a month, I don't have to pay taxes.
Hopefully not until like next year
Hell
or next
yeah.
year in game or whatever.
Well, chat, that's why we're not playing. We're waiting. We're holding out.
Wait a month.
I don't want to do
There
taxes.
you go.
That's so funny. My idea for a character in GTRP, because so I'm in the same server as Adept. I just have too much anxiety to set it up. But my idea for a character is I had two ideas. I had number one idea is like a person that I wanted to be a gay man, but I decided I can't be a gay man because
You would have to walk on
Stands
eggshells.
will
yeah,
come for
exactly.
you.
But I have so many gay friends that would support me in it, but Stans would come for me, so I can't be a gay man, I guess. So I'd just be a normal person who would be casting for a musical. And so I'd be trying to put together like Wizard of Oz, and I'd ask people to audition, and I'd like try to get like a theater and like throw together Wizard of Oz, and I think it'd be very funny. And then my second
I
idea,
think you should not consider the stands or whatever. Like, I know it's overwhelming.
I think you
but
should be a gay man.
literally, okay, so one of my characters is in a Hispanic gang. Every single one of these motherfuckers is like not Hispanic at all, from Norway. Not
I
even
know.
kid. And like
Speedy's
there are
Norwegian.
yes, and there are several like of the like gangbangers that are like black men in game, and half of them are white men with voice changers. So I know that there is like that little bit of like controversy that lingers around, but no one gets too into it in RP world. So.
Oh,
Just, like,
everyone!
felt
Wait,
that
everyone
he
is
felt.
already mad at me for saying because I said I'll just be a normal person because they're like, "Oh, gay people aren't normal people."
Okay.
Relax, everybody. See, it's already too late. It's too late. I'll be a straight white
baiting
cis female. I'm sorry, guys.
So what's your other idea?
My other idea was to be like Batman. And so whenever the cops were called, I'd go show up and pretend to be Batman to like, like pretend like I was useful. It'd just be like very
Sick,
annoying.
actually.
But like talk like Batman, be like, it's Batman. And like, I think it'd be really funny. So those were my two ideas that I haven't set up yet, but someday. But
You
I'll
would
be
have to
canceled for
actually be a
trying to be a
cop.
man or something.
You would have to actually be a cop that has a Batman complex for that to work, just so you know.
So I know where people are.
No, because you can get a radio scanner and know where they're at, but like if the cops have guns drawn on someone, you're not allowed to go near it.
Oh god. See, there's so many rules.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm sorry, I'm just out of energy.
Malena's had a long day.
She baked
Yeah,
a cake today, guys. Everyone cut her a break.
No, I'm so sorry. I've been on my feet for 12 hours now, but I feel like I'm just sitting here and just not contributing to the conversation because I don't play GTRP. I don't know how to roleplay, and I don't have any cool ideas for a roleplay character. Yeah, that's what
She
I
tried anyways.
She took a
just too
shot
scared.
of apple cider vinegar,
today. Yeah,
which is
It
really
was-
gross.
it wasn't that bad. The burps were bad. Afterwards, I was starting to burp, and then it came back up, and it tastes like really old bath water with like acid in it.
Nice.
It was really gross. Yeah, but I don't know. I have roleplay before, but not to the extent that it comes to in GTA. I cannot immerse myself
I'm nervous
that-
about all the rules in
that
GTA.
much.
Are they hard to like?
I would just say like give yourself 2 weeks to really learn everything before you start going wild. Because it like I got majorly shit on because like my first week I made so many like mistakes, but I just didn't like give into because trust me, I got a lot of hate for it, but I just didn't give into the hate and just kept learning.
Okay.
And now I'm like fine, you know, for
and
the
now
most
you know
part.
all the rules.
Yeah.
Everyone is saying, yeah, Adept had a ton of LSF posts. Like people were mad.
Yeah, like everywhere. The RP community, LSF community,
What do you
people's
do?
fans. Just breaking the rules. Like, you know, they have their way of how they like certain situations handled, and I wasn't aware of them, and I just broke the rules, you know? And
Damn.
it's like the rules are there to keep the world the way that it is, so when you're breaking them, it doesn't like mesh well.
Shit. That's
Serious.
crazy. That is some serious stuff.
But that's what makes it so fun too, is how serious everyone takes it, in my opinion.
I'm nervous to talk to Simply's mom. Have you talked to her before, Maya? So you'll
She's like ridiculously nice.
So you'll like lead the conversation.
I will lead the conversation, and then after an hour of talking to her, we can call Simply, and if we need to call him sooner, we can call him sooner.
Okay.
I really don't think it's gonna be awkward. I asked Simply the same question. I was like, do you think it's gonna be awkward at all? And he was like, she can talk more than anybody I know ever.
Hell yeah.
Like she will talk. She will fill hours just talking.
Okay, that's
So-
great.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're good.
I
'Cause, like-
will have to step out for like 2 seconds at one point because one of my roommates is taking a cake that I made yesterday to a friend, so I just have to throw it in a box and whatever, because I can't leave it out now, but just so you guys know.
Okay.
Sick. Her streams are like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've met a lot of big deals, you know, like this XQC guy. I don't feel nervous at all around him, even though he sits at 100,000 viewers every day. I fell really drunk into a kid pool full of dog piss in the backyard in front of Shroud. Didn't make me nervous at all. I threw up sushi in my hand, whole bites, when Greek was sitting at 30K viewers every day. Didn't make me nervous at all, but I am really nervous to talk to parents.
Talking about ripping your toenails off at the beginning of Housewives today.
And I still have it.
Ew, throw
Please,
it away, Malena. It's so
Stop.
gross.
And I just don't. Parents make me nervous. I think it's because when I was a kid, I was always the bad kid that parents didn't want their kids to hang with because I was just the toxic, loud, very big girl who parents hated. And some people didn't even allow their kids to hang out with me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Parents
I was
love
the
me.
opposite. I was such a kiss ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Same.
the opposite.
Okay, we get it, Maya. You're
except
perfect.
I literally just said I was a kiss ass. I don't think it's a good thing.
I was the exact opposite, except when it came to my very best friend. My best friend's dad still does to this day. I think I've been friends with her for like 20 years at this point. And he still has it deep rooted in his head that all of his 3 children smoke weed all day long because of me. Because I corrupted them and I showed them weed. And I'm like, homie, I didn't smoke weed for like the first 2 years that your daughter had started smoking. You know what I mean? So
That's
he blames
so
it on
funny.
me, and that's like his conspiracy theory. And I'm like, if anything, like I
But it's
only
never their
tried it
fault.
with them.
It's always other people's fault. It's never their
Yeah.
fault. Not anything
Yeah.
he did wrong, you know? But if he can use you as a scapegoat to make it easier for him to wake up every day, you should just let
Yeah.
that old man do that.
And I've smoked it like 3 times in my whole life. And like I said, like his kids smoke it every day, but he still has it like it's just he hates me for it. He thinks I'm the reason they smoke it.
It's annoying.
It's
You
just
are
weird.
kind of an
I'm
enabler.
just like, okay.
You are always telling me to smoke weed.
True. You want some right now?
Do you want some right now? Maya, what have you been up to? I feel like
I'm
we
like
have
sweating. Anyone else nervous?
no grass
Mm-mm.
No.
on your life.
You
Maya.
actually are
not
sweating. Look
nervous.
at your
I am.
face.
Oh
No,
my
God.
stressed.
I need more setting powder. Fuck.
Get some blot things.
I have been preparing. I'm driving to California on April 8th to go get I'm not like going to stay and hang out.
Come
I'm
on.
going to get
Go on.
Cutie.
I'm going to
Hang
pick up our animal ambassadors for Elvis. We're driving to California and coming back with 4 parrots and 2 snakes and a bullfrog and a chicken and 2 dogs.
Cool.
And a chinchilla. So
Bring me back
I'm
with
leaving.
you. Throw me in the back of the car.
Huh?
I said, bring me. I don't know what my dog is freaking out at. I said, bring me back with you. Throw me in the back of the car.
Okay, sounds good. I have ties. You can go on the top or
So
something.
you're gonna drive back with 4 parrots in the car.
Yeah, but we're caravanning with an RV, so I don't know where the parrots are gonna go. We'll have to figure out how to put everything everywhere, but it's gonna be an interesting trip back. But
Who's
yeah, I've been
all
getting
going?
ready for that. Me and my friend Ella. She's my animal care coordinator for the facility for the nonprofit.
How long is that
So-
drive? Isn't it 2 days?
3. It's 23 hours, I think, something like that.
3
Dude,
days.
do you know that scene in Finding Nemo when all the seagulls are like, me, 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 mine, mine.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna be in your car.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like, mine, 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 mine.
That or they're
mine.
gonna be screaming, like
Oh no.
screaming. Macaws and parrots, they
You're just
like
sitting in
a
your car like,
Literally like that.
They
actually
probably
sound like
exactly
that.
what they sound like.
Moluccan cockatoos are the 4th loudest animal in the world. They're like no joke.
Oh my
It
God.
actually would hurt if they decided to scream the whole time.
So they talk, right?
Some
So
of them.
if I was going with you, I would intentionally just repeat for like 10 hours the first few hours. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
That would be such an annoying phrase.
5 parents would just be like, are we there yet? There yet? There yet? There yet? Are we there yet? There yet? There yet? The whole fucking way.
That would be awful.
That'd be funny.
No.
Dude,
Anyway, I'm doing
that's so cool.
Getting the property fenced and shit. Construction.
Ah,
tearing
Maya,
down
you're
walls.
amazing.
Ripping up carpets. It's good though. It's going good.
I can't even clean my room, and like Maya's like.
Same.
Does the property have housing on it already?
Yeah, it has 3 structures.
So you
but
don't
they
have
don't
to
need that
build
much
anything?
work. They just need like carpet ripped up and some walls knocked down and some water work. But
Can I make anything for you? Because I'm a newfound woodworker.
Oh yeah.
Can I make something fun for you?
Actually, we do need
Skunk
planter
house.
boxes eventually.
Plant boxes.
I saw you made those.
Ooh.
She gonna
Oh,
go
shit.
carry it in here? She's not even drunk today. Well, she took 1 shot. I forgot why she took a shot. Nick said something stupid. Actually, I think Nick just complimented her and then she took a shot. I don't remember.
You probably did it in a stupid
Oh,
way,
that's
though.
That is
nice.
That
so
was
cute.
Oh my god, that's actually good.
It's cute.
I think she's trying to talk, but her mic is not picking that up.
I ran that whole way and I still didn't lose my toenail.
Malena, throw away the toenail.
Throw it in the trash.
What are you
Please.
doing?
Do you save
My-
it? Does Nick
My
want you
toe
to
is
save him?
bleeding. No, I
What?
will throw it. I will throw it.
Don't
I'm
throw it
calling
away.
Nick.
I could have sold this for Maya's.
Charity stream. When are you gonna do another charity stream, Maya? I just want to auction stuff.
I'll probably do one of those. I'll probably do an auction once a year.
Okay. I'll save up all my toenails.
I'll save this.
I snitched to Nick. He better be there in like 2 seconds or I'm gonna be pissed.
Get your bingo boards out, everybody.
How much do you think your toenails would go for? Like actually?
I don't think anyone would buy my toenails.
Oh,
Yeah, they would.
oh,
Really?
I
you
hope they.
kidding me?
I hope
Yes,
they wouldn't
they
buy
would.
mine. Ew.
Yes, they would.
I think chat would buy it as a
Ooh.
joke. If I said, who wants to buy this toenail? Top donator gets it, then they would start doing it. But I don't think they do. Oh, just kidding. Point Crow wants it. Never mind.
Oh, what's up, girl?
Ew.
You can collect a toenail from each of us and frame it. How cool.
I hate this
Oh my God.
conversation. I hate it.
Housewives toenail picture frame.
Dude,
Please
Ooh, cute. Let's do it.
my mind is so fucked. I just imagine them biting on it. Like, you know?
I
That's
didn't
like
think
their
about
stress
that.
thing.
I thought about
Yeah.
it hanging on their walls, but I didn't think about that. We'll do it. We'll save up. Oh, Adept's mad.
She got upset.
She hates the toenails.
she went back to
Los
No.
Santos called and she had to go.
Sorry.
All right,
Speedy
should we
call.
start a new call and get Simply's mom in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna message her right now. Hold on.
Okay.
In the group with
Oh,
all of
there we
us
go.
simply.
Oh, I see you now.
Yay!
I just put lotion on my face. Hi. Let me rub this in.
All right.
What
There
are
you go.
you doing?
Look how good you all look.
I remembered to put sunscreen
Ah.
on, so I'm doing it.
There you got to do it, QT. You
I was
gotta,
told.
that'll keep the wrinkles at bay as long as you can.
Trying.
You know, at my age, I'm 66, and the biggest danger I face right now is our estrogen levels start to plummet. So my big thing is not to look like grandpa. So I'm trying real hard not to look like a grandpa. Lots
You
of
don't
makeup.
look like a grandpa.
But
Yeah,
that's
Not
what
even slightly.
So how are you all doing tonight?
Good.
I'm eating
Good.
sushi.
You
Oh,
eating
nice.
sushi?
Yeah.
Ooh, very good, healthy.
We're
We
excited.
started about an hour ago, so we've just been chatting. But we wanted to have you on mostly so you could embarrass Simply, and so we
Yes.
could talk to you and have some fun and drink and talk about girl things because that's pretty much what we do every podcast. It's kind of a
you
mess.
know, I'll go in the gutter. I mean, you know, I was a counselor. I was a counselor of Planned Parenthood. Nothing's off limits.
Were you
Nothing.
really?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Nothing's off limits.
Simply
Years
told
ago.
us. He told us that you used to sit his friends down when they would come over and talk to them about sex ed.
You bet. One of them even got condoms in their stepmom crate. They needed them. Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
It's too important, and people find themselves just too embarrassed to talk about it. And let me give you a quick tip when you have your own litter, is that when you have, especially sons and moms, people get embarrassed. So talk in a dimly lighted room, so that you don't see each other's face. Or with my oldest son, he was riding behind in the back seat, and I was driving. And because you have to tell them everything, they need fingers, toes, nose, everything. The more education you can give them, the less likely that they're going to to end up pregnant or get some girl pregnant at an early age. And would have been one of my biggest fears, is having teenagers, because as we all know, our hormones are at level 10.
Yep.
And there, you can get to the same destination without going in the cave. I mean, it happens.
True.
There you go.
Wow.
I don't think, did you guys ever, I never had a talk with my parents. Did
I'm
any
still
of you ever
waiting for
talk with your
mine
parents?
too. My mother's 88. She hasn't told me yet either.
You should. Oh my gosh.
No, my parents they never talk about sex. They still won't talk about sex. There's no chance.
Same.
There's no
It's
chance.
too important. It's too important. And
sorry, I did not mean to cut you off. Mine,
no, go.
My parents had a good balance between what they expected of me, while also still allowing me like the freedom to kind of trust them with that kind of topic. So they told me that I was not allowed to date till I was 16, and I ended up not dating till I was like 18, because of what, they had instilled. And it was nice because I was able to like, I don't know, for like, our family sex was still like off topic, but at the same time, like, I wasn't wilding out without them, like, their input, like, it was a good balance. I feel they did a good job with that scenario.
It's
Malena?
too important not to talk about. And another topic that I talk to my chat about, I mean, we talk about everything. We have a night where we do Sensual Saturday, and people send in sex gone wrong stories.
Oh, no.
And then the winner gets a prize, and we have a lot of fun. But another thing is death. Is it talking to your children about death? I'm a former hospice nurse, because when someone dies, like when my dad died, what he talked about death rang in my ears. I mean, it was just like, he's like, when it's your time, you're going to go, and it's going to be fine. So I think kids need to know that, it's an uncomfortable topic, but once you kind of broach it, that look, you honor me by living your best life. If something happens to me, I would be devastated to know that you're not moving on, or that you can't move on. You honor me by living your best life, and that you need to say those words, so that when the time happens, and hopefully it's way down the road, they know what they're supposed to do.
I think, I'm the only one here with a lost parent.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Very sorry.
And it's funny because that's a very casual way to bring it up, like the way you're saying it, but that would have been a lot to hear. That would have been very good to hear. So, dang.
Sometimes you get stuck.
Yeah. I think I've been stuck for a long time because of it, but that's okay.
Well, and what I tell in my chat a lot of times, I've been around a long time. I've at this age, I'm pushing 70. Oh God, I got to take a drink. Is that if you're stuck, somebody's gone through it before you. There are wonderful self-help books out there. There are wonderful support groups. And if you're the first one going through something, write a book.
Yeah.
Because you're going to help somebody else.
That's a good point.
Go. Just write a book, chat.
Yeah,
wait, Malena, did you have a sex ed talk with your parents?
Yeah, my my mom basically has the same kind of outlook that you do. She knew I was gonna do it regardless. If my parents told me no and stuff, and they always told me like, just wait until you're ready and stuff. But instead of my mom like telling me like, no, you can't do this, she gave me stuff to prepare for it. Like she got me condoms and she said just be careful, and I'm very grateful that she did that, because I'm 25 and I still don't have a child, and I could have, if my mom didn't guide me when I was really young, had a kid with maybe the wrong person. So I'm really grateful for that.
Same.
It's just too important. I don't get this show 16 and pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't get why it's even there. I don't understand. I've not watched it. I've just seen the title of it, and is this making girls want to be on TV by being pregnant? I've not seen the show, but I just don't even like the title. It's like, get your butt to, and one of the huge misconceptions about Planned Parenthood is abortion. No, no, no. The whole idea of Planned Parenthood is get on two types of birth control, a barrier and like the pill, and you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It's it's Planned Parenthood. It's not planned abortion. It's Planned Parenthood, and it's just a wonderful place for people to go. And the horror stories that I heard from teenagers and one of the things that really disturbed me. Well, if he doesn't marry me, I'll get an abortion. It's like, oh my God.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. I mean,
Jeez.
almost using abortion as birth control when it should be the other way. No, no. And that's huge. We talk about abortion on my stream as well. I want to be an open forum. I mean, I don't have all the answers. I don't. I'm a flawed human like everybody else, but I've lived a long time, and it's sometimes just someone saying what's bothering them is enough. And but
I think it's way worse for someone to have a child that they were forced to have, and they didn't want to have a child at all, and they're not good parents, and neglecting a child until they're 18, and then they leave them like scrambled young adults who was unloved, than not putting a kid through that in the first place, which is abortion.
When my biggest regret in life, and one of our sim dads, we didn't have more kids. We had 4, and we would have loved a few more.
Oh my goodness.
But the thing is, you've got to be willing to give up your time, your energy, your money, and your patience. And you have to want to do that. And at 16, I mean, you're not ready for that. And it's just, people need to understand you don't have to just go take care of yourself so you are ever put in that situation. That's the goal, is that you never end up pregnant. That's the goal until you want to be.
What age did you have your first?
My first 15.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Wow.
The hormones. Well, what happened was when I was 13.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I still and after I did the deed, it's like, okay, what's next? That's it.
Yeah.
There was no orgasm. It was just some guy, just a boy.
Yeah.
It was just get it done. It's like, this is it. This is what all the excitement's about.
Yeah, it's not that great, everybody.
I mean, it's like, okay, when you get older in a relationship, I know what works for my body. He knows what works for his body. What you have to have is a communication. I like this. I don't like this. And then you elevate. But I was way too young. But my hormones, I had C breasts at 13. So everything just turned on. Yeah.
I don't think I got my period until I was 14.
And that's trouble, because people assume that you're older when you're not. You're just a kid.
Yeah.
And I remember my mother saying, you have to wear a bra. And it's like, no, I wear an undershirt. She goes, no, you have to wear a bra. I don't want to wear a bra. And she bought me the most ridiculous bra ever made. It was I'm sure you've never seen anything like this unless you saw a retro movie, but it was cotton, like sheet material, and it had the stitching had circles around like bullseyes.
Oh God.
And it was just, and it was the most God uncomfortable thing. And it's like, no. Now bras are wonderful. I mean, they just make so many different kinds, but no, I was way too young, but no one told me. Like I said, I'm still waiting for my mother to
Yeah.
tell me something.
Good.
I'm in
you
the
know,
same
back,
boat. I also was the first person in my class to get my period, and I also had to wear a bra in like 4th grade because I developed way faster than everyone else. I don't know. I think I drank a lot of milk or something because I somehow
Oh, should
ended up
I
like
do
a
that? Is
giant.
that what I need? I need
Yeah, I
That's
to
what
ended
know.
up
I
like a
did. Yeah.
giant.
Okay, I'll
I was
start drinking milk.
I was 6 foot at 13 years old. So yes, I definitely understand the thing with being more mature and
Damn.
different than other people.
well, and you don't have the headset to go with the body.
Exactly. Which is that's one of the things too, where I think it, I don't know, like what's ringing in my head right now, just hearing you say that, like just out of a personal experience, is like when younger girls are dating older guys that they have no business dating because the
For
guy's
sure.
looking at her like, oh, look at her mature body, you know, but the
And I might be
mindset
her
doesn't
first.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is
And
such a
that's
double
scary.
standard. I mean, it's like if a girl has a few guys, she's a slut. If a guy has a lot of girls, he's a stud. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're this wonderful thing because they're a Casanova, and the girls are all tramps. I mean, it's such a. Yeah, I think it's starting to change. You know, with your generation, I think you guys are making a change with that you know, women's lib and coming of age. And I was a child at the 70s, or not a child, a teenager. The best time ever to grow up, ever. But
Yeah, my mom, she had to sneak out when she was a kid to go watch Grease, the musical, because her
oh
parents
wow,
said it was too much about sex and drugs, which is so funny because it like references sex like twice and they smoke cigarettes. Like, you know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
it's like a Disney movie almost. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not any. Wow,
It's so funny, like
wow.
how I don't know. I think things have changed very much so in a good way, but I think it'll take a very long time for society to normalize. Like you said, like everyone, if a woman's gonna be, if a guy's gonna be a stud for sleeping around, then a woman should be a stud too. Like it's stupid that
A
we,
studette should be a
yeah,
studette.
exactly. Like it's just silly that we change those things. Maya had some questions for you though, some very
Sure,
specific
shoot.
ones.
I
Uh-oh.
do. My chat came up with some questions.
Okay.
The actually, this is a good segue one. One of them is, what is the most rebellious thing you did as a teen?
I snuck out of the house to meet boys.
Mm.
We lived on a farm, and we had a dog that had tags on, and the dog would sleep all night, but if there was any activity, you would hear the tags rustle. So I would take the dog's collar off her, and I would go on and meet a boy over.
Smart.
We called it HF. We had a code. We'd pass by each other in school, and it was HF at Harris's Field.
Oh my
And so
gosh.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and he was a doll. He was my first, and yeah, it was the
Jeez.
Oh,
Did you
I
guys
just
sneak out in high school?
except Dad just turned around and looked at me.
Uh-oh.
I thought you had your earbuds on.
We thought you were busy.
Oh, good.
This
Oh,
is
I'm
good.
gonna
girl
go put some
time.
earphones on.
Oh yeah, except Dad. He brags. He says, "I married a nurse that happened to be the farmer's daughter." So that's like a
Aw.
feather in his hat. But
Oh, that's
That's
cute.
cute.
so
Oh,
that
every
would be the worst thing that I did, was that I would sneak out at night and make out in Harris's Field.
I did that one time and I got caught the next day. Or no, I got caught like while I was still out. And I was like,
How'd you
"Oh
get caught?"
shit." I don't my parents are fucking crazy. They would like go check if we were there at night, I guess. I don't know. But I got caught and they were like, "Get your ass home right now." And I was like,
Wait, how did they even find you?
"Okay." I don't know. No, they just called me. I had a phone. I have had a phone since the
Oh.
4th grade. So they
Oh.
called me and they were like, "Get your ass home now." And I was like, "Okay." I mean, I was like 16. So,
Oh no.
and then after that, they were like, "Why are you even sneaking out? Like, when do we ever not allow you to go somewhere?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "True." So I never had to sneak out, and I don't even know why I did that day. I was
Because you
just doing it instead of asking, I guess. Yeah.
I never snuck out. I had a curfew of 10 p.m. all through high school until the
Oh,
second half
wow.
of my senior year, and then it was 11 p.m. Didn't sneak out a single time. Didn't even think about
Wow.
Wow, Maya.
it. Yeah. It was not fun. Not a good time.
Stepdad was a wild child, and I was a wild child. Our kids got away with nothing.
Really?
We got away. We got away with everything. Our guys got away with nothing.
Because you know all the tricks already.
I didn't have to sneak out. I would just say like, Mom, I'm leaving. And so I would just like leave until like 3 a.m. and she wouldn't care. I think the only time I was always, because I've always been a night owl. Like I just like, she really wouldn't care.
What are you doing at 3 a.m.?
I was big into video games. So I'd be at my guy friend's house playing Halo until 3 in the morning. And that was fine. She said, she'd always say, she'd be like, okay, as long as you're at school tomorrow and I know where you are. And so I would do that. The only time I lied when I'd be, usually, because I lived like 45 minutes away from my house. And so I'd go to my friend Riley's house and we'd play video games all night. And then she would be like, okay, go sleep at Katie's house because Katie lived 5 minutes away from the school. And then sometimes instead of going to Katie's house, I would sleep just on the couch at Riley's house. But Riley and I would never made out or anything like that. It was just because it was easier than driving to Katie's house. But I would lie and say I went to Katie's house. So.
And she never checked.
She never checked. Because she trusted me but I lied. So I guess that makes me bad. But
there is not a single person in my chat that believes you. And I just find it so funny. Like,
why?
What does she have to lie? She's a grown-ass adult now. She would just tell the truth at this point.
Sorry, guys. I can't call my mom and prove it because she's dead. But I would love to.
Chat!
God, chat.
Yeah, good job, chat.
Oh my god. Okay. Holy moly, that took a turn. I didn't sneak out. I think my parents strategically moved me or us, my whole family, out to farmland when I was growing up. So, and also you don't get your license in Norway before you're 18. So there was nowhere to go. Like our houses, the place I'm from is directly translated to being called the Island Garden because it is an area, a county with thousands of small islands. And there's bridges connecting them. And there's no buses that goes after 11 o'clock at night. And on the 3 a.m. bus is only the alcoholics coming home from the city. So I'm from nowhere in Norway. And if I snuck out, I would just be sneaking out alone into a field because my friends lived on the island across the bridges further down. So yes, but
smart move by your parents.
They did intentionally move me out into nowhere. It was very smart now that I think about it because if I lived in the city, it would have been much different.
She seems like she's getting salty that her parents outplayed her. Like it seems like you're like, I can't believe they did that to me.
And I realize that now. There's a lot of things I realize when I'm an adult, like my CD that randomly went missing because they actually broke it. Because I listened to it every time I was in the car and they hated the song, so they actually broke it and I was crying for months.
No.
And I can't believe they did that. They would just watch their daughter cry.
They gotta do what they gotta do.
Yeah, and they pretended like the song just never could come back ever because the CD was gone. And they just said, now it's dead. It's gone. You can never listen to it again. And I believe them. Shitty parents. Mamma og pappa, hvis dere hører dette her, jeg vet hva dere gjorde med den jævla serien. Den rosa helikopter.
She's still mad. She's still mad.
She's telling you. She's telling you, Mom.
Still crying about it.
Tell what you really think.
She's still mad.
Oh my god. I don't know why I didn't sneak it because I wasn't even like out in the boonies. Like it would have taken me like 15 minutes to drive to. I had like to boyfriends or friends' house or whatever. It just never. None of my siblings ever sneaked out. It just never crossed my mind. I don't know. And my friends did too. I never went to a house party in high school either. Ever. I didn't drink until I graduated high school. I was so boring. What the hell happened to me? Why?
You sound like Simply.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Are all of your kids boys?
No, my oldest is a girl.
Okay.
And then I have 3 sons. My son Tool is a streamer. He just started streaming.
Oh.
And he's a stitch. When we have dinner, you have to make sure that you have food in your mouth when he has food in his mouth, or your food will come flying out from what this kid says.
That's exciting.
Yeah. He's a funny kid.
How do you spell his name?
It's TUWL. He just started streaming after I did. He started streaming, and
cool.
he's doing really good. He got the green screen, so he's got all this action stuff going behind him. And it's like, wow.
Nice.
And actually, him and Simply were playing. They did the brothers. They were playing some game tonight. So
Oh,
cute.
That's
yay.
fun. And then,
Okay.
so Simply the youngest?
yes, he's the baby. I had him at 42. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
My mom
really.
had me at 40. Yeah.
Oh, really? It was
Mhm.
when Simply was born. Well, he's an old soul. He doesn't belong to this universe. He hates when I tell the story. But
Tell it.
he's oh, okay. I'll tell it.
Yeah.
I wanted another child so bad, and we just kept trying and nothing. And I said, look, I don't want to have a baby after 40. I don't want to be in any record books or anything. And we were at a party where the most beautiful little girl came by, and I said, oh, please let me just have one more. And pregnant. I mean, it was like, wow. And when I was 7 months pregnant, my beautiful niece was killed.
Oh.
And she wanted to be a doctor. She was gorgeous. She was 18. And we went to her house that night. It was the saddest thing, to lose a beautiful, beautiful girl and nice girl. And well, it was a car accident. She was hit, and it was just instant. And we went to my sister's house, and then when I came home, and I was 7 months pregnant, like I told you, and I was laying down, and all of a sudden I felt like I was hit with a sledgehammer, and I was certain that something was horribly wrong with the baby, and I woke up, and I'm sure I woke up, Simp Dad, there's something horribly wrong, and then like I felt movement, and it's like, okay, I guess we're okay, okay. So when Simply was born, he was C-section. Funny enough, when they made the incision, his feet popped out. See, he was born to be a speedrunner. He was already.
Oh, that's funny.
That's cute.
And Sip Dad was like, he had to sit back down because this had been my third C-section. He's used to seeing the head, not little 2 feet sticking out. So
Oh
he
my
had to sit down. He's a kind of alien-like, to have the feet. Well, when this kid started to talk, he used words that we don't use.
Huh.
And the hair in the back of my neck would stand up, and Blair and I would look at each other like, he looks like us. He's got the little thing in his chin like all of my boys do, just a little dent. But it stops there. And he said to me, I always took baths with my kids because when you have babies, it's easier. You both get in. We had a huge tub. We both get in. You're both clean. You're both out. And I said to him when he started talking, he talked very early. And I said, you love your mama, don't you? And he said, well, I've loved all of them. I'm like,
What?
How many
Oh my
have you
God,
had?
Maya.
That's so weird.
How many have you had? And his
Ian,
little
you think
fingers-
that girl can't talk to animals, Maya? You see?
She might be able to. And he counted 7. He was like thinking, and he counted 7. And it was like, and he would say, Mama, just wait till you see what's coming. You won't believe what's coming. And I said to him, what did you do before you came here? And he said, well, I was a scientist. And I stopped short of asking him his name because what if he gave me a name? What if I mean, it was, and so his first Mother's Day card, and I cannot find it. I put it in a safe place, can't find it. The teacher had to help him write it. And it says, thank you for being my guardian. Who writes that in a Mother's Day
That's
card?
your first Mother's Day
What the
card?
hell, Simply?
him.
Simply's an alien.
He's an alien for sure.
He looks like us, but he would use words. He said he was probably 3. And he went to the refrigerator, and he had this look at his face. And I said, what's the matter? He said, I'm famished. The food in the refrigerator has been devoured. Like, we don't use those words. Wait, I can't hear you, baby. What'd you say?
I said, fact check. His father's a genius.
Oh, I said there's a genius. But it was just, I just wonder if my niece, when she was killed, because she was going to be a doctor, she was brilliant and beautiful, if a soul was replaced, if the pain I felt was a soul. I don't know. because he looks like us, but that's where it stops. This is a kid that's never had to be told. And people find embarrassing stories. It's like, he didn't do anything wrong. I never had to say, is your homework done? You know, he was the top of his class. I mean, just a smart kid. And so it's just, there's no doubt in my mind that he looks like us, but it stops right there.
I'm famished.
I'm convinced.
That is so weird.
What 3-year-old says that? And he didn't watch a lot of TV. He didn't. I mean, he would say things, and Larry and I would look at each other and do the eye like, where'd the heck come from? I mean,
I'm gonna say that to him every day. I think that's. I am famished. You have devoured all the food.
And then he would talk about a past life, and then when he got to be like 4 or 5, he didn't talk again about it. Huh. But as soon as he could talk, it was like he was telling me things, and I wish I could remember all the things that he would tell me, because I would just go, who are you? But I stopped short of asking him his name, because I would be horrified if he gave me a name and I found out that was someone.
Yeah. Oh, that's so interesting.
Like, and then what do? Call him up and say, you know, your father that died? Well, he's in my bathtub.
Yeah. That's so funny.
I never believed in reincarnation until I had Simply. Never. And now I completely believe, because of, you had to hear this kid talk like a college graduate when he was 3 years old.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it was just weird.
That is so creepy.
My chat is saying, "Mother who birthed me, I am famished."
And those 2 feet popping out, my little speedrunner.
That is so funny. That's so interesting. Creepy.
Yeah, I really believe that when they took that beautiful niece of mine, his soul was switched. I truly do, because like I said, he looks like us, but nothing else. Sense of humor, his music abilities. I mean, I don't know where he gets it. I mean, his father's musical and I sing, but I mean, Simply's an enigma.
That's interesting.
We all do.
Interesting.
We love his music.
Has he ever done an IQ test, or did you make him do any tests ever? Because my mom.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My mom would sit me and my brother down for like stupidity tests to test our IQ levels. Because I'm the complete opposite. Eating sand at like 5, 6, complete opposite. So.
Yeah, we're all given gifts. You know what? I mean, if this world only had brain surgeons in it, you know, what a terrible place it would be. You know, we're all giving our degrees of things we like and enjoy, and you know, like Maya, perfect example of someone who right from the get-go has loved animals.
Maya's just perfect. Maya speaks to animals. She never drank before she was 18, never snuck out. She's perfect right here.
This is my second night in a row getting drunk. No.
All right, ladies.
Yay!
I don't have anything other than
Yeah, you should have had him do an IQ test at like 4 or something and see if
now you realize that when he was streaming, he left the master's program. He got a free ride. They were paying for his education and paying him to take the master's course, and he didn't want to do it. And I said to him, I said, please just do 1 semester, just 1 for me. And if you don't like it, it's done. But because I was thinking, you know what, he's going to love it. You know, it's $100,000 worth of education free.
Yeah.
And he said to me at Christmas time, Mom, I don't want to go back. And I said, you know what? I asked you to do 1 semester. You did it. You have my blessings. And then he got the world record 4 months later.
Oh, look at him now.
Look at him now.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Oh shoot, what were we talking about before? Malena was saying the IQ test. Okay, should we go on to another question?
Yes, sure. I'm excited
it's a different topic.
One.
Okay, the next topic I have is, what is the worst date you've ever been on?
Oh, that's easy. I was at a wedding with one of my roommates got married, and I had to stand up with this one guy, and he was very nice looking, very nice. And I would have probably been 23, maybe 24. And it's like we hit it off. And then he said, I'd like to take you out for dinner. And I said, oh, wonderful, wonderful. I'd love that. And I said, well, should I dress up? And he said, oh, yes. And so it's like, okay. So but my idea of dressing up back then was stilettos and flowers in my hair. I mean, I always a girl, my hair sweet. I had long hair, my hair with flowers, heels, nice dress. And at that time, we wore pantyhose. I know you ladies don't wear pantyhose, but we wore pantyhose back then. He shows up looking like he just plowed the back 40.
Hmm.
And it's like, okay, all right, all right. And then he takes me to, I'm thinking, a wonderful restaurant. He wanted me to dress up. Uncle John's Pancake House,
Oh my gosh.
right? And so
So
I'm thinking,
sad.
here I'm looking like I should be at a nightclub. He's
Yeah.
looking like he plowed the back 40. It's like, okay, well, yeah, I'm going to cut him some slack. So what does he do? He plays footsie under the table and puts runs in my stockings with his sneakers.
Oh
Oh my
Running,
no.
running his shoes up my his sneakers up my calves. He snags up my stockings and the run.
Oh.
And then, I'm kind of going, oh man, how
Out
do I
at the
get out of this?
pancake
How do I get out
house.
of this? And so I never ate French fries back then. Very seldom. But the pancake house, what did I get? A sandwich and some French fries, right? They didn't have a lot of options. And I didn't eat them. And he says, well, can I have your French fries? And I'm like, okay. And he takes his hand and grabs them off his plate onto mine. And then it's like, oh boy, how do I get out of here? And then he says, you think you could help me with the bill? I mean, it's
Oh my gosh. It's everything.
I think
yeah.
he knew exactly what he was doing.
It
the
feels like he
whole
was
time.
trying to make it a bad date.
and then we walked to the door and I said, well, I got to go. And I shut the door and he called me the rest of the week. And I said to my roommate, said, tell him I'm dead. Tell him I've got VD. Tell him whatever you want. I am never going out with this person again. I mean, he called me for months and months and months.
Wow.
But it was just, it was so many things. It was so many things. And he had just dropped out of college. He was going to be this great engineer and he just dropped out. And it just felt icky because, as a woman, you want to be treated like a woman, like a lady. And if somebody asks you out to dinner, you expect that they're going to pay for the dinner if they ask you to
Yeah,
dinner.
if they ask
And
you
if
to
they-
dinner, you expect, yeah.
And if they tell you to dress up, you think that you're going to someplace nice.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I just remember that I was a nurse at the time, and pantyhose were expensive, and there went to, because you used to be able to. Okay, you know how you guys ever wear pantyhose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it used to be if you ran, you'd buy the same couple of pairs of the same style and size and color, and if you run one, you'd cut the leg off of the one, so you'd be wearing like two, but one leg of each. And he ruined both legs
Oh my
playing
gosh.
playing footsie with sneakers.
What an asshole. I hate that guy.
Where's that guy now?
Let's find him.
I don't know where he is, but that was that I remember as being only because I dialed up all, you know how you look so forward to something, and it's like I was at work and I couldn't wait to get home and do my hair and do my makeup and be pretty and flowers and get a pretty dress, and then it's like Uncle John's Pancake House. I mean, the bill probably came to $5.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, yeah, that was. What about you, ladies? What about your worst
That's
dates?
so funny.
I don't think I've ever
My
been on
worst-
an actual date. Like being asked to a date.
Nick never took you on a date?
No, but no, not like, hey, want to go on a date. I don't.
What?
I think, yeah, no, I've not done that.
Weird.
Nick, ask Malena on a date, you lazy.
Oh,
Jeez.
My-
Sip Dad was the complete opposite. He was the knight in shining armor. I mean, he
Aw.
was just it's like I wanted to find the book that he had on him that says now do this, because he did everything right.
Aw. That's good.
Yeah, maybe he
My-
needs to write a book.
Ooh.
Everybody needs to write a book. My worst date was in high school, and I went to the park with this guy, and he bought a $30 joint, and I don't smoke weed, and I'd never at that time. And he brought this like fat joint to the park, and he's like, I got this for us. And I was like, I don't smoke. I don't want that. And he was like, oh God, well, I can't go home because my mom will smell it and she'll get mad at me. So he's like, I have to smoke it right now. So he smoked the whole thing at the park. I just sat there waiting for him to smoke it. And he felt bad because I was just sitting there. And so he smoked it too fast and got super high. And then we walked to the pizza parlor, and he had the munchies, but I had already eaten because we were just planning to go to the park, like not go get food. So then he got himself a whole pizza, and I didn't want anything, so I sat across the booth from him while he finished a whole pizza high.
Jeez
Oh,
Louise.
Oh, ick.
Was that
Yeah.
Miskiff?
No. This kid also, I met him because he got expelled from my high school and was going to the like other high school that people got sent to later, and he was friends with one of my friends from there, and she's like, he's a bad boy, you'll love him, like he's so hot. He was terrible.
That's so
yeah.
lame.
It was so lame.
Yeah.
It was the worst date.
Yeah, talk about inconsiderate on every level. If you don't want to go home smelling like weed, then just put the joint in your pocket and do it with your friends. You're with this
That's
wonderful
so
girl
weird.
now.
There you go.
That is such
I
a
should've told him
strange
that.
excuse. Like, I can't. Okay. What about you, Adept?
I'm trying to think. Fuck. One just popped into my head, and I've kind of told this story before. Fuck, man.
I know.
It was
I think we've answered this before, and I'm trying to remember what story I told.
I'm thinking of three, I'll be honest
Yeah.
with you. Three that kind of stick out in my head. But I'm gonna pick this one because this man had nothing but the audacity that day. Because we like went on a date and we were like chilling, we hung out with his friends, and then he acted like he had to pick something up from his house. Chat, I was in high school, this is not X. And he, we're like, he's showing off his parents' mansion, whatever. And then he's like, oh yeah, like here's my room, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like sitting there chilling on his bed. And then he was in the bathroom, and then he comes out and he's like trying to like, I don't know, he was trying it. You know what I mean? Like trying to be sexy. And he just started kind of like getting too close to me, and he was like up on me, and I was like laughing at first. I'm like, no, like I'm not the type to be scared to say no. I was like, no, that's enough of that. Like I'm really not interested right now. And he like still kept going, and so I literally grabbed him by his thighs. He was like right here. I grabbed him right here on both thighs, and I pushed him up over my head, and he flipped over me, and I was like, that's enough. I was like, it's time. I was like, it's time to go now, because that's enough right there.
Oh my God.
Huh?
You told me this before. I remember.
Yeah, I've told this story on stream before, 100%, but I don't remember if it was on podcast. But
Oh
we
my
learned
God.
today.
That's so funny.
Holy
Wow.
moly.
Yep.
That sounds terrible.
I think I've told this story before on the podcast. I just know the thing I hate about telling stories is I just know Adept's chat is just cap no matter what the fuck I say.
Okay, she hasn't even started.
I haven't
talking
started
or
the
said
story.
and
Liar.
they're already like, that's not true. She hasn't started talking.
But I guess
They're just
now
teasing
my
you.
chat is doing it. My favorite, I guess it's like the only time that I've really like been ballsy and asked someone out on a date where it was like so we were picking up pizza, me and my friend, and I went inside to buy the pizza, and like the cashier was hot, and so I went back to my car and I like wrote my number on the receipt and like took it into him, and it was like my brave moment, right? I was I think I was 18 at the time. I was either 18 or 20 at the time. But then so he texts me, and like we end up going on a coffee date, but it was the first time I'd ever gone on a date because I've just always been in a very long, like I've always been relationship. So it was the first time going on a date with a random person. And he texted me to go on a date, and I like brought my friends, and they like sat on a table close by us to like watch us because I was just like so nervous about it. And so we're at the coffee date, and I'm like talking to him, and it's like so awkward. And I'm like, because he worked at a pizza shop right by the college. So I was like, where do you work? I was like, how old are you? And he was like, oh, I'm 28. And I just always assumed that he was like in college because he was at the pizza shop right by the college. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then it just got like more and more awkward because I was just like he's so much older than me, and he was like not as cute because the lights were much brighter in the coffee shop than they were in the pizza shop. And so it's just like this really awkward interaction. And so he was like, oh, like, can I get you a drink? And I was like, no big deal. He's like, I'm going to go get one. And so he's like going to get one. I'm like looking at my friends, like panic mode, like, what am I going to do to get out of here type thing. And he comes back with his drink and a banana. And he's like, I got this for you. And like has this banana. And I was like, thanks. Like, thanks so much. And I just like set it there. And then he was like we were like casually having awkward conversation. He was like, are you going to eat it? I was like, no.
The banana?
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm like
What?
totally, I was like, I'm totally fine. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't really want it. Thanks though. Like, I'll keep it, but I'm not going to eat it. And he was like, yo, you should just try it. And I was like, I'm okay. And then I don't remember what excuse I used, but I got out of there and it was just like, I was traumatized.
That's creepy.
It was so creepy.
Yeah, that's really
He wanted
weird.
to watch you eat a banana.
I think so. Yeah, because like in my mind, I remember I like talked to my friends. I was like, he could have like drugged a banana.
You
Like-
can shoot a syringe into it like you
could.
do with wine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
But that'd be
wonder-
pretty
But it would have been like
serious.
really like, I don't think he drugged a banana. I think he just like, I don't know. I honestly, it seemed like he was just trying to be nice.
Well,
That or he wanted to watch you eat a banana.
Like it seemed, yeah, maybe there's that, but it seemed like very like he was trying to be nice and felt bad because I like was clearly not feeling it. Maybe, I don't know, but also why wouldn't he just buy me a muffin if he wanted to get me something? Instead he got me a banana.
Yes.
But the bananas were like less than $1 and muffins were like $3. So I don't know. But
should
that
ask
was, I don't
Banana
have his
guy.
number. I wonder if I do have his number under pizza
No,
guy.
don't.
Well, I'm not
The
going
long
to text
banana.
him. There's no way he even remembers my name. Like I don't remember his name. I don't remember anything. I had brown hair. That's all I remember.
a long
Yeah.
banana story.
Yeah,
Damn.
but it was super weird. That or the time I went to prom with a cardboard cutout of Justin Bieber,
Respect.
and that was
Was
a
he a good
good date.
dancer?
Yeah, he was a good dancer. Dude, I
Probably a
couldn't
better
get a
dancer
date.
than most of the boys from your high school. Let's be real.
I couldn't get a date, so I just went with a cardboard cutout.
I took a girlfriend of mine because I was like, I had dropped out, so I was like, we're lucky to even be allowed to go. Let's just go and enjoy it. What
No-
about your first date?
No
or
one
worst
ever
date,
believes
Malena?
me. There, Adept's chat. There I am
Oh,
at
I love
prom.
how she instantly started getting the picture.
I
Be
knew
like,
it.
Nah, they're not gonna cap me
I
on
saw
this
too many
one."
caps on my fucking chat already. Guys,
Wow.
there he is, me and Justin at prom. Yeah, I wore hot pink. Leave me
Wow,
alone.
you look like a Barbie.
She still does.
That was crazy.
They're all
That was
saying
a lot,
Photoshop.
Tanner.
Go screw
You were
yourself.
orange.
I know, I was super orange.
You're
I was
just as
super
orange as
orange.
I am right now. Like I'm stained orange.
Yeah, I'm glowing orange. I liked being orange back then. I made all the boys take a
Everyone, yeah.
picture with him. And so there's all the boys like
God.
mad about taking a picture with the cardboard cutout because I still went with my group of friends, but I just brought a cardboard cutout.
Wow.
instead.
QT, were you the only one that brought the cutout as a date?
Yeah, everyone else got a date.
Pretty sure that's like ever in the history of all proms.
There's always
love
Like
one.
it.
not
That's a
just
great
her
story.
prom, but like ever in every prom. I think she's the only one who's ever done that.
I think the truth is that she says that no one asked her, but I think the truth is no one was up to her standards. So she kind of just shit on everyone by bringing a cardboard cutout because all the
What?
guys couldn't level up to her. That's actually what I think the truth is because
No.
you look very hot.
There was one dance. There was a dance. It was like homecoming where it was girls' choice or whatever. I asked like 4 different guys in elaborate ways, and each of them said no.
Dude,
oh my god.
what?
Yeah.
How? Like in front of people, they were like, nah.
No, because at our high school, it was, you would do like really big elaborate things. Like that's how you asked to homecoming. Like there was someone in my
Same.
chat that was like, maybe because you asked elaborate, and they were like, she's weird. But no, that's what we did at our high school. That's what everyone did. So
Yeah.
I made him a big cake, of course. And I went to his first period and I put it on his desk, and it like had a sign that'd be like, it'd be really sweet if we went to homecoming together. And then inside the cake was like a spoon with my name on it. So he had to like eat the cake to figure out who asked him was the thing. And he ended up texting me and saying like that his dad didn't want him to go or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I asked someone else I went to their house and filled their room with balloons. And it said like, it'd be poppin' if we went to homecoming together. And then you had to pop all the balloons and find my name in it. And then he also texted me and said, no, I don't remember the excuse. And then the third one was the worst one because we went to the basketball game. We had a basketball game, and 3 of us were asking 3 basketball players, and we painted their names on our stomach. And so when they came out from halftime, their parents were behind us holding up a sign that said homecoming or something like that. And then we like showed our tummy with their name on it. And then at first he said yes, but then the day before he canceled on me.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
At least he didn't
awkward.
leave you hanging in front of thousands of people or hundreds of people. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, at least he
But
did
you'd
that.
already bought your dress and everything.
Yeah. It's okay.
Damn.
It was rough.
went
High
to-
school was rough for me.
I went to 3 proms with the same guy. The 3rd time that he asked me to prom, we were at Starbucks, and he asked the Starbucks worker to write prom ? Like on my frappuccino or whatever to give it to me. And we went outside to sit down, and I went inside to get my drink, and the worker handed me this frappuccino with the thing written on it, and he was all smiley because he was excited, like to see
Oh,
the
that's
reaction,
cute.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I grabbed it, and I thought that he was. I was like, I don't even know you.
Oh my
Like,
God!
I was like, oh my God, no, I'm here with my boyfriend. Like, no. And he was like, this is not for me. I was like, oh
my
fuck.
God.
And I like ran outside, and I was like, yes, I'm sorry. Oh my God, thank you.
That is
That is so
100%
cute.
your
That is so
boyfriend's
cute.
fault. Because
I
your boyfriend
actually
should have
agree.
handed that to him.
I agree. I was like, you got balls to ask me like that when I don't even know who you are on a fucking cup. Like, that's a lot. But yeah, no, 3 proms shot because he was a year older than me. So at the junior, senior prom, but I was a sophomore. It doesn't matter.
That's so funny. That is so funny. You should have gone with the barista.
I should have been like, yes. Oh my God, this is so sweet. That would have been something.
That's a great story. It's a great story.
That was a good time. My first date with Matt, we sat down. He said, you can get whatever you want because you're paying, which was a joke.
It's like him.
And then Mitch Jones called him, and he was on the phone with Mitch for like 15, 20 minutes at Chili's. And then a few months later, we went back to the same Chili's, and he shit himself.
He took you to the first date you and Miski went to. He took you to Chili's and he left you
Chili's.
alone for 20 minutes. And
Well, no,
he
he was
asked-
sitting in the booth across from me talking to Mitch Jones on the phone.
and he
Oh,
asked you to
no.
Oh my
pay.
God, what an obnoxious
No, I didn't
human.
actually pay. He said that as a joke.
Okay.
But I didn't know it was a joke at first because I didn't know him that's like, we went directly there from the airport. So I did not know he was joking. I was like, damn, that's weird.
Oh my
But
God.
then he paid for it, so it was fine.
That's-
Miz has incredible wit. He amazes me how fast he can have a comeback.
He's
And
pretty
he
quick.
really does.
Pretty quick. Charmer. Yes.
That's funny.
Can't
Okay,
wait
wait.
for the wife
Simply,
swap.
let
It
me
will
tell
be so
Simply to
fun.
join in.
On since Maya did a massive fundraiser for her animal sanctuary, she's going to be saving a whole bunch of animals. She did a massive fundraiser. She raised $500,000, and one of the goals was that her and I will do something called wife swap. So I'll go and live with Miss Kip for a few days, and she will come here and live with my boyfriend for a few days, and that starts on Sunday night. And I just can't wait to spend 3 days with this great guy who took Maya to Chili's and made her pay. And
You guys should go on a Chili's date and stream it, Malena.
That's actually
That would be
sick.
so sick.
Simply!
Simply's like, I want to come.
Yeah, I'd like to come.
Yay!
I will live at your house for 3 days, and let me tell you, the fridge better be stocked because I am famished. I am absolutely famished.
We have
Famished.
devoured
Yeah,
everything in
there's-
the fridge.
There's okay. What's going on here? I use big words because I'm very smart.
Welcome, Simply. Nice to have you here.
Hey, it's good to be on. It's an honor, really.
First-
You're
was
the
hoping-
first like guy guest,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
Actually
that's
true.
why it's a big deal.
Congratulations.
That's why I feel like a very special man.
Train was in my chat earlier. He said he wants to come on the podcast. I said, okay.
That would be good. That would be big. I think.
I was hoping that your mom would have a bunch of embarrassing stories, but it sounds like you're actually a pretty good kid.
I am a good kid. I haven't not done much embarrassing stuff.
I still want to hear. I want to hear something about Simply's mom. Something about the Mile High Club? Question mark.
Okay, mom getting crazy.
Well,
Can you tell the story in front of Simply?
yeah, that
Okay.
was before Sip Dad. Yeah, I was on the quest to find Mr. Right, and I
Uh-huh.
was in my late 20s, and So I got my gun permit. Well, I got my gun
course.
license after
That
getting
makes
robbed.
sense.
After getting robbed at gunpoint.
What?
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's another story.
This is taking a long
What
time.
is happening?
I got stories. And so I took up flying because it was predominantly a male field.
Hell
And
yeah.
I was very good at it.
Pog.
Both my brothers fly the little planes. And so I started flying. I had my private pilot's license. I was just going for my full license. I had taken the written FAA, and I found flying very easy to do. And yeah, we took a couple of charters and had some fun up there. And
Nice.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's cool. Like in the bathroom?
no,
Or
it was
what
a
is
little plane. It was a little plane.
Who was flying?
I'm not telling anymore.
That's illegal.
man.
That's illegal,
Oh
Mom.
my
It was a
gosh!
it was a four-seater. Okay, it was a four-seater.
Oh, then it's fine.
Someone was flying it?
Well,
You're asking too many questions.
I
Katie,
don't
to
understand.
us.
Stopped the storytelling.
Yes.
I have a fear of
Use your
flying. I'm so
imagination,
yeah,
concerned.
Cutie.
let's just say that yeah, pilots are a lot of fun.
Oh my god!
Simply, you see that
go.
poster?
Do tell. Huh?
Simply, you see the poster behind you?
Yeah.
The
Wait,
red poster?
this one or that
Your
one?
face is the same color as that poster.
Bro.
Yeah, people want to fucking tomato hyperclaps, man. I don't know. It's the reflection because my wall is orange and the light reflects off of it onto me. So I'm actually like pretty.
You're not embarrassed?
No. Oh,
Right.
we got Mitchy J. Yeah.
Hey, Mitch.
No.
You know, ladies, I think that you should. I set simply 6 hairdos that he could do with his curly hair. I think you all should pick out a hairdo for him.
Simply
I
needs a
do that.
hairdo.
I'm dyeing my hair orange soon. That's my hairdo. I'm going to be a
What?
pumpkin.
Why?
Well, he's going to
Why?
dye his hair, but a nice cut to go
Pumpers
with. And I
rise.
sent some. It would be fun for a lady to pick out a nice cut for him because he's got such great hair.
I like
I'm
his hair
dying it.
right here. And if it were me, I would just shorten it in the back.
Yeah,
But I like it a
I've been
lot
meaning
right
to
here.
get out there, but you know it's kind of tough these times to get that
I
popping.
cut
so-
Felix's hair.
Yeah. Ask
Hey.
Maya.
Okay, well you.
Tomorrow night, I can do this
There
for
you
you.
go.
Ooh, there
Wait,
you go.
you actually know how to cut hair?
Nah, it's
She
it's
is
like,
an idiot. Good luck.
It's like questionable. I can do it. If you have clippers, I can do it.
Okay.
She can figure it
I'll
out.
let you know. I might have something that I'm doing.
Okay.
That's
I can
fine.
send you a video of me cutting Chance and Greek's hair, and then you can make your.
Okay, yeah, do that. Send me that.
Okay.
I'm down.
Your
And then we can
resume.
bleach it and then make it orange.
Okay. All in one.
Yeah. A whole
Nice. That would be good. That would be great content.
day. Is
I have
there?
a list of.
Okay, go, Maya.
I have a separate list of questions for once Simply Shut Up.
Okay.
We're ready.
Oh, okay.
So-
Here we go. Let's go.
The first question we already maybe touched on, but how did you meet Simp Dad?
I thought you were gonna ask me how I met my mom.
Yes,
Meet your
tell me
mom.
about it.
It was an intimate experience.
Oh.
Yes, he kind of grew on me or in me. So with Simp Dad, it's like the Fly Boys were fun, but I didn't really meet any marriageable because I wanted to have children, and
They were
so
fuck
I do-
boys, is what you're saying.
They're
They were
what?
fuck boys?
One of them. So anyways, a girlfriend suggested we go to a dating service, and I said I don't want to go to a dating service. I said, I don't have a lot of money for that. She goes, well, I'll pay. You pay me back. And so the guy, you'd go in, you'd fill out what you're looking for, and the guy took a picture of me. This is before computer dating, and so the first month I met a couple of guys, and they were okay, but nothing. I was serious. I was on the hunt of my life. And so the next group, Simp Dad was in the pile. And I looked at his thing and it said computers. And I'm like, oh, what if he's boring? I need somebody a little naughty. He's a whole lot naughty. But so
Simply.
anyways, he called me. He called me and he said, would you like to go out on a date? And I said, well, why do I want to go out with you? He goes, well, didn't you join the dating service? And I said, yeah. And then I heard kids in the background. And I said, what's that noise? He goes, oh, the neighborhood kids love me to play basketball with them. And I'm like, ooh, like the sound of that. And so I said to him, well, what do you look like? And he said, well, I'm average looking. That's what got him the date. And then he asked me, he goes, well, what do you look like? And I said, well, I'm very attractive. I mean,
Very
guys
humble.
don't want to hear, guys
Period.
don't want to hear plain Jane anything. I mean, I just said that to pique his interest. And then when we had our first date, I have a nervous habit of looking at somebody's shoulder instead of their face. He has a nervous habit of doing this, kind of touching his nose. So I'm meeting this person. I mean, physically, well, when I saw his legs, it's another story.
Trunks.
Vapors.
Tree trunks.
Tree trunks. Oh my God, I thought I was going to pay. Okay. So he excuses himself to go to the men's room to see what's on his shoulder. I quick pull out my compact to see what's hanging out of my nose because I'm thinking that we're sending each other signals. We never said anything until like the next day, which was going to be the 4th of July that he canceled on me because he was up with his family and had a couple too many. And it's like, hey, family's important. That's okay. But he sent roses to my place of work that were like this long. They were each in their own container.
Holy shit, those are big roses.
And it's like, oh, they were the biggest roses I've ever seen in my life. And it's like, you got yourself another date. And it was like a slow climb. It was like check, check, check. The only thing that he did not have that I was hoping for was blue eyes because I carry the recessive trait for blue eyes. So I love the brown hair, blue eyed combination. But that's the only thing he didn't have. And it just was up from there. I mean, we fell in love at the Thousand Islands in search of the perfect pina colada one day. And you know what he did? Let me tell you what he did. His father has this boat, this huge boat. And so Cynthia says, can I take it down to the Alex Bay? His father says, yeah, but don't go through the Lake of the Isles. Whatever you do, because it's a big boat and there's shallow rocks and that. Where does he go?
Oh,
To the Lake of the Isles.
Let's
He's
go.
got me hanging
No.
off the front of the boat. Like, rock here, go this way, go this way. His father would have killed us. And so we went and had all these drinks and we're heading back and we're in this huge channel. I mean, the water's deep, big tour boats, barges. What does he do? He puts the boat in full gear and jumps out of it, leaving me to drive a boat. I've never driven a boat in my life. He jumped right out of the back of the boat, puts it in full gear, jumps out.
Why?
Why?
This is your training.
He said to me, he goes, if you could fly an airplane, you ought to figure out how to navigate a boat. I said, a little different here, buddy. You know, there's a little difference here, but I did figure out that I had how to, you know, I saw him speed up and slow down. So I was able to turn the boat around and go back to him. And I thought, I got to get this guy back. Because I was
love
here.
this
I mean,
story.
Gosh.
So we're swimming around and I said, you know what, I'm kind of cold. Let's go back in the boat. And I see this triple decker tour bus coming with all these people on all the sides. It was just a few yards away. It wasn't that far at all away. And so he goes, well, he wanted me to get in the boat. And I said, no, why don't you get in the boat first? I said, I just got some adjusting to do. So he goes to get in the boat and I pulled his trunks down to his ankles.
I knew it.
And so the tour people they all got to see. So
Oh my goodness.
But
that's a really sexy story, believe it or not. I love that.
But we were playful and we're still playful. I mean, I think, you know, the key
that's
to
what
a
I love
relationship,
about it. Yeah.
The key to a relationship, the best advice I ever heard, and this is from Kira Sedgwick.
For that one, didn't I?
Yeah, you got to pay for that one,
Although I
right?
did become famous in Canada.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You became famous in Canada?
Oh, he tells everybody that because there's nobody here that can say that he's not.
He says a lot of things. He likes to
Oh, that's smart.
But the best relationship advice I ever heard was from Kira Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon. They've been married forever. She said, keep the fights clean and the sex dirty.
Yeah, that's a good motto.
Simply stop it. Simply. Jeez,
but anyway.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
I need another
Cheers.
drink.
Cheers
Wait,
to that. I can have
gonna
some
pee.
water,
I'll be
I
back.
guess.
That's awesome. Simply, is there anything that you've never told your mom? That you want to tell her
No.
now with the group safety.
No,
We're here
no.
to protect you.
You
No,
look like you're gonna explode.
no, we have a very open, we are very transparent. We communicate, so I
Is
don't really
this
have
right?
anything. Yeah.
What is the most recent lie you told your mom? And what was the truth?
I don't really lie to my mom. I think
could
that's
be
a
small.
terrible thing to do.
I know. This is the real question. Is Simply's mom? Has there ever been a time that you knew Simply was lying to you? Really? Oh my gosh!
I don't lie. I'm a good guy. I'm a good person. Sometimes I'm too
No.
honest.
Yeah, we have a really good relationship, and that was always important for us having kids, is that we always keep the communication open. I mean, we're all flawed individuals, and but I have to say that Simply was the easiest child to raise from day one. I mean,
That's right.
except when you were, what were you, 3, and you learned how to escape out of the house.
Ah, yes, that was tough. That was a rough period.
It was rough.
Oh, you remember that?
A little bit. It's kind of blurry.
We
It's been a while,
we
but-
almost had to get the heat-seeking helicopters to locate him, because
Oh my
he had because we're on a few acres and everybody around us is on a few acres.
We had to
Oh my
move to a
God.
gated community.
Yes, we had to move to a gated community. We had to put I had to put baby. We went to. He would figure out how to get out of the house. He'd come around, ring the doorbell. I'd go to the doorbell and go, "Mom, I got out." And he would scale.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, he would scale the back of our patio, and it's like 15 feet down onto cement. If he were to fall, he'd scale that, jump the fence, come around, ring the doorbell, and say, "I got out." Well, one day he did, and that's when my daughter had come home with something. "Mom, you've got to put some money in my account. It's going to bounce, this, that." And I said, "Okay." And Simply was asleep on the sofa. I come up and he's gone. And it's like 40 degrees, 50 degrees out. He still had a coat on, but it was like March, and couldn't find him anywhere. And so I had to call Larry. I said, "You got to come home. I can't find the baby." And then we had to call the police.
Baby's gone.
And then a neighbor's neighbor looked out and saw the puppy went with him, and the puppy was running around him in a circle barking. And
I was
down-
stuck in the snow. I was
Yeah, he
stuck.
couldn't go any
It was too
further.
deep, and
Oh
I was
my
like really far from home,
God.
lost in the woods.
You could have died.
Yeah,
And I
I
said-
definitely would have died.
I said to him, "Brian, didn't you hear me calling? Didn't you hear me calling?" He goes, "Yes, I heard you." I go, "Why didn't you answer?" He goes, "I was crying."
That's so sad.
True story.
Yeah, he was quiet.
It's a true story.
So what we did was we got the baby gates that you screw into the wood. This is the end. No more. We bolted everything, and he went to get out, and he saw that the gates were screwed in. He opened the dishwasher, took out a butter knife, and tried to pull out the
Oh
screws.
my God,
Simply.
crazy.
I don't know,
Psycho
man. I don't
baby.
know. I was very adventurous.
Andy with the stairs.
Say again?
The stairs and the big doll, and he went down, but he tumbled. Andy, when he was a baby, when he tumbled down
Oh
the
yeah,
stairs.
right. We had yeah. Just talking about Andrew going down the stairs.
Oh my goodness.
Andrew.
Having a baby sounds stressful.
Yeah.
I feel like Simply
Depends on
was
the
just
baby.
Simply was escaping to take private phone calls with his his home
His
planet.
second mother, his home planet.
Yeah,
His
I-
other guardians.
She tell you?
Yeah.
They tell you about the other moms I have, my guardians, my
Yep.
lineage. Yeah,
That's so creepy.
I'm from outer space, baby. Let's go.
It was the queerest thing though. When you hear a child talk like a college graduate, you just kind of,
Like, yes.
Weird.
Creepy baby.
Go home.
Simply, did
Oh
you
my
see?
God.
Mitch just sent in the house group chat that he will give $200 PayPal for someone to make him a meal. Simply, if you want to jump on that, feel free.
The thing about when Mitch offers that kind of thing, I just feel bad taking it. Like
It's an easy 200.
I could just order it and do it, but I just would
Well, that's
feel
what he
bad
said too. He said
taking
$200, or if someone orders me food.
Yeah, so I order food and I make like $100. It's like it just doesn't make any
Sure, yeah.
sense.
More than $100.
What a
Mitch is
strange
nuts.
offer.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's hello, Felix. What is he doing?
Put it on the bingo. Felix is the only one that's popped in
It's
today.
kind of like Mitch.
Actually,
He walks
sure.
into a room, he's like, "Where's my food?"
Yeah.
He did kind of be like, food? He looks
looks
stressed.
12.
Time
Don't
to
say
eat.
that.
He
To
looks
fuel up.
stressed. Where his hair isn't blonde anymore. I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, it looks dark.
Cut all off, man.
No
Gotta
sun.
re-dye it.
GTA only. Everyone in
Okay,
chat is
the
like,
other-
I'm ordering food.
Another question that I have here is, you already said you didn't do anything, but it's what's the worst thing Simply did as a kid? Like
I think just the escaping.
escaped.
Mhm.
Who's an escape artist?
The
Okay.
escaping.
What about like, okay, this is very weird and it's probably just me. I always asked my parents like if I could date people. Like when I met
Oh.
somebody, I was like, "Can I date this person?" And they'd always say yes, but it was just like customary in my house, I guess, for me to ask. Simply's first girlfriend. Like when? What was your reaction?
Ooh.
Tell us about it.
yeah.
Me or her?
Yeah.
Either.
All right. So, what do you want to know? How I met her or something?
Sure, I don't know. Just
Tell
me
us
it. Tell me
about
something
her,
interesting.
and then I want to hear your mom's opinion about it. I want to hear both perspectives.
I have to run to the restroom, but talk about it.
She is a good girl. You know, she's nice. She looks nice.
Good girl is like a dog.
Yeah, she was cool. We met because there was a gas leak, actually, or it smelled like a gas leak at our
Full
apartment
circle.
complex. Because they were like painting next to the apartment, but it smelled like gas. So I was like, I'm gonna die. So I walked out the apartment, and she was also out there. She lived one door down, and I was like, "Do you smell that?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Should we report it?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then we just went and reported it. And then we kind of vibed. It was okay, you know. We had a nice little walk and talk, and I didn't really think much of it. I thought she was kind of cool, but then we like got back to our rooms, and then she left a note on my door that said something like, "Hey, it was so nice talking with you," yada yada yada. This note, and I saw the note, and I was like, I asked my roommates, I was like, "Hey guys, what do you think? Is she like interested or something?" And then they're like, "Nah, you can throw that shit away." I was like, "Yeah, probably."
Oh my gosh, guys, they're so dumb.
They're so stupid.
I threw it away because I didn't think, I was just going with what they said. I didn't know shit. And then she added me on Facebook, and I messaged her on Facebook. I was like, so.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, and Simp Mom's impression.
Very sweet. I was teaching her how to drive, so I spent hours with her in a car.
Yeah, she didn't have a
And-
driver's license. She was a city
Yeah.
girl, so she always
Yeah.
like took public transportation
Oh
and
my
shit.
gosh.
And so and then I went shopping with her for Simply's brother's wedding and helped her pick out a dress. And very, very, very sweet. She has a command of the English language and the ability to write like no one else in the world. I mean, she's so super talented that way. Just a wonderful girl. I remember we had a video camera, and I was down here in Arizona, and I saw my alarm go on the phone that somebody was entering the house or leaving the house. And so I tuned in to watch Simply and her walk to his car, and they were both trying to catch snowflakes with their tongue. And it was the cutest thing I ever saw.
That's very sweet.
So
Yeah.
cute. But
So cute.
You know,
I'm pretty good with the
I
ladies.
will love whoever loves my son.
Simply's like, I got a lot of snowflakes that day.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
great.
I'm
I wish
fucking
there were more
sick.
parents like that.
Is this a current girlfriend or this was your first
No.
girlfriend? What was the
Yeah,
story?
that's in the past. We
Yeah.
went long distance, and it was just like not working out. So I was like, okay, so goodbye. And she's like, okay.
Okay.
I think they kind of outgrew each other a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh,
But
that's
just
sad.
just a wonderful person. I love anyone that loves my son. And he
That's a
loves.
good mindset to have. Not every parent
Oh
is
my
that way. and
gosh.
It
She's a
strains
good
the
mother.
relationships between everyone, you know.
Well, that's important for me because this is going to be a daughter to me, and so I want her to feel so welcome. I always end my chat I with like 4 phrases. I say it every time that I do my stream, and one of them is, "You might forget what they said, but you'll never forget how they made you feel."
That's a classic.
Oh my god, I want to be adopted. Will you adopt me? Please.
My mom says that too. My mom always says
Does
that.
she?
Yeah.
Very cool. Wow, we're alike.
You guys could be friends. You should be friends.
My
Okay,
dad
wait.
can play ping pong with Simply's dad, and then
My
you're-
dad plays ping
Yeah,
pong
let's get the parent
also.
streamers going.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
dude,
let's set up a
everybody.
parent streamer ping pong tournament.
My Asian
My dad would beat
grandparents
your
are
dad's
obsessed
ass.
with ping pong, and they hold the paddle like like this.
So did my dad.
Oh yeah.
No
the special
way!
bowl.
Yeah. Dude,
I
that's
broke
so
a
funny.
plate in the kitchen, so I'll be like an extra 2 minutes because I don't want the dogs to step in it. So I have to
Shit.
go back.
Yes,
in.
yes,
Oh
Sorry.
gosh. Yeah, you're fine.
I like as we were getting ready to bring your mom on, like I was telling them simply that my mom watches all my YouTube videos and she watches all the podcasts on YouTube, like this one.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I just know I'm gonna have to get my parents a streaming computer and set them all up now. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
just know because my parents are very like involved. Like they watch the YouTube videos, they know the memes, they know emotes and shit. So I'm just like, man, more work for me incoming real quick.
Yeah, at first
That's
I
cute.
like didn't really
She's cute.
want her to be like a part of the stream and stuff, to be honest. At first I was like, I think I was just embarrassed mostly, but I don't know. It is what it is. I don't mind it now. It's pretty funny.
For me,
It's
it was more of
funny.
like a protection thing because I know how crazy people
Oh,
on the
yeah.
internet go, and I'm like,
That
trust
makes
me,
sense.
Just
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
scary.
no.
I have to go
Can I
box
get-
up a cake really quick. I'll be right back. I don't want to miss anything.
okay.
Understandable.
Can I tell you just a cute story about when I was first streaming?
Please.
Of course.
So the first time I went on, I didn't have any mods, and
Uh-oh.
there were some pretty bad things said out there. But it's like, I got tough skin. It's like, let it roll. Well, then
The
a bunch of
trolls.
people, the trolls were out, and then I
Mm.
got a bunch of mods, and it was like great. I got the best mods on Twitch. They're wonderful. My sister comes in. And my sister comes in all the time, but they didn't know it was my sister. And I had my hair down straight. I usually keep it up with, bows, and it was down straight. And she said, "Your hair looks so ugly." And they booted her out of chat. They banned my sister. And so I said, no, she can say that. She can say my butt's too big. She can say anything.
Oh,
She
that's
inherited the right to do that. So they had to
Oh.
unban her because they and I call it putting them in the thinking chair. So I've got like a thinking chair little emote thing. And but it was so funny that they said, because I think she texted me. She goes, "I got banned." I said,
Who banned my sister?
so that's kind of a running joke at my stream that
That's pretty
sister
funny.
banned.
Oh my
Aw.
gosh.
Yeah, my
Wait.
brothers will watch my stream and they'll like redo their sub. My cousin, I see
Aw.
some of my cousins are not like very immersed in the online world, but they still play video games and they still like kind of know what it is. And they'll just like log right onto Twitch and their usernames are like Maya, where it's their first and last name. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
hey,
All of my
you know what
naughty
I
friends are like
mean?
that
Like,
too.
what's
Stresses me
up?
out.
Yeah.
Or it's like their
but
last name with some numbers or something.
No, literally
Yeah,
their
or
whole name, first
With
and
just an
last.
underscore or something.
Put their
Just
social
like, oh my
security
God.
on the end.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly. The last 4 digits of their soul.
Okay, wait. I have a question. So simply, when did you start speedrunning? I don't know.
2012 in August.
2012. Okay. How did you take to the speedrunning thing and then the streaming thing? Because I didn't know about speedrunning probably until I met Simply, and I was like, damn, he must be crazy. Like, to play that game over and over and over and over and over, like, I would lose my mind. What'd you
Yeah.
think when he started doing it?
They didn't know what I was doing. I don't think
didn't
you knew what
know.
I was doing.
I did not know until he was third in the world. And it was my sister happened to be in town. It was
Really?
December. I remember it. And because he had a job, he was a lifeguard. He had great grades. And so he's in his room chatting with people. I mean, it's like, it's all good. And he came down,
Mhm.
he goes, "Mom, I'm third in the world." And I'm like, "Great. Third in the world what?"
Yeah.
And then he explains, I said, "Well, what's that?" And then he explained that Mario. And then it's like, and then I got,
Oh.
and then it was like, it caught my interest. So in order not to embarrass him, I made up a name on Twitch and went in to watch him. And so
Aw.
I would.
You didn't know it was her?
Yeah, I didn't know it was her for a bit. There's this person that kept giving me bits and saying
Yeah,
stuff.
I kept
like,
giving him
it's like-
money.
Aww.
It's like, dude, wait, did you tell him the story of when you scared me? Like, you dressed up at elementary school and kept
Oh, the
following
clown
me?
store? Oh no,
Yeah.
I didn't tell him that.
Oh my
What?
God.
So my
You
daughter
should
was
tell him
going
that
to
story.
oh yeah, I traumatized him. My daughter was going to clown school, and it was Halloween, and so I would go and volunteer. And so I said to my daughter, "Make me look like a clown." And so I had pillows stuffed in like I was a really fat clown, and I had the big long yellow shoes, and I had the nose, the red nose, and so much makeup on, but I didn't speak. Even when I went in to sign in, I wouldn't talk because I knew they would know who I was. So I catch up with Simply. He's doing the parade. They do a whole parade around the school where they're all in their costumes. And I'm behind him, and I'm kind of tapping him on the shoulder. He's looking at me, and I'm tapping him on the other shoulder, and he's looking at me, and I'm following
I
him.
was so weirded out. I had no idea.
And so we get into his room, and I'm still with him, and I see his locker. He's got his name on it. So I go over and I start messing with him. You know, like moving the stuff around and this and that. And then I'm tapping him again. And he says, "Clown, will you please go bother somebody else?" And I said, "Ryan."
How old was he?
He was 6 or 7.
Oh.
And he goes, "Would you go bother somebody else, Clown?" And I said, "Ryan." He goes, "Mom." And so he said, "Why couldn't you just come dressed up as Mom?"
Oh my God.
I followed him around the whole time, and he had no idea, but you should have. Mom.
That's a classic.
So
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
That's a good way to test if your kid talks to strangers or not. Like stranger danger.
There you go.
True.
That would have
There
been a
you go.
really good idea.
I watched
One
a
of our
video the other
dogs-
day about that.
Was
Like,
it the
a
little
guy-
kids getting in the ice cream truck?
Well, the guy that walks up with the puppy and he's like, "Do you want to go see all the other ones? I have a bunch of puppies." And the kid just holds the guy's hand and walks away. Like, "What are you doing?" So many kids did that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, these people should rot in hell that harm the vulnerable.
True.
That do things like that. I mean, there should be a special place in hell for them
Yeah.
to harm a child.
It was a cool video though, because after they went up to the parents at the park and they were like, "Can you give me permission to go talk to your kid and see if he'll come with a stranger?" And the parents were like, "Yep." So they watched him, yeah, and then the kids go with them, and then after the parents sit them down and they're like, "You cannot do that," you know, which is actually fantastic. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, pretty scary. Cutie knows. Cutie got kidnapped as a kid.
I did get
did.
kidnapped as a kid.
What?
Look at my
Yeah.
cake. It's so pretty. I just took a picture.
Wow.
Oh, cake in the bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
You do
really
wonderful
nice.
work.
Wait,
You do
are the
wonderful
dollars edible?
Yeah, they're on rice paper.
What
Like you
about
like baking, right, Simp Mom?
Yes, I am actually I'm doing a wedding this month. I'm doing 100 cupcakes, 6 dozen cookies, and a 2-tier wedding cake.
Oh,
QTCinderella is a professional baker.
let me come
She's
help.
working
You're in
bakery.
Arizona, right? Let me just drive over.
Drive over.
I'll
Run over
come
and help.
Goodness, I miss doing wedding cakes. I really
Show
do.
her some of your wedding cakes, please. I haven't seen them either.
Yeah, Cutie went to culinary school.
Yeah, I used to be a
Oh,
wedding
wow.
cake designer for a few years.
Wow.
we need to have a bake off between Sim Mom and Cutie, I think.
No,
at
because
some
I
point.
don't want to lose.
I think I have the best recipe for strawberry and raspberry cupcakes or frosting you ever want to taste in your life.
Ooh.
Really?
She makes insane. It's insane. I see what these other moms are producing, and it's not even close. Like, it's a joke what they make.
Well, I was sleeping one night and it came to me. You know, it's like a recipe. And do y'all have a Trader Joe's near you?
Yeah,
Not
Trader
cute.
Joe's.
Do we here?
Okay.
I've never seen one here.
I think there is
Trader
one.
There, Maya.
Okay.
Trader Joe's sells freeze-dried strawberries and freeze-dried raspberries. They're crunchy. They're not like raisins. They crunch.
Mhm.
And you put them in a blender and throw them in a cream cheese frosting base, and it tastes like fresh raspberries and fresh strawberries. I mean, hands down, easy but delicious. It's on my Discord, the recipe. I do a cooking stream on Wednesday,
Oh my
and
god.
then on Saturday we just chat about. Tonight is going to be near-death experiences.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Then Mom's
do you
got
have
the content
those?
on lock.
She
All
does
the
have
subjects
content.
today. We've touched all the subjects today. That's crazy.
I'm finding some cake
Wait, we also
pictures.
completely brushed over the cutie being kidnapped thing. She has talked about that on the house.
I've talked about it on stream. I got kidnapped as a kid. It wasn't like nothing happened. There was just the lady was schizophrenic and I looked like her daughter, and so she yoinked me.
Oh, that's
Yoink
scary.
to me.
That makes sense.
How long did she have you, QT?
I actually don't remember the times. I left school. She got me after school, and I didn't get picked up until it was like really dark outside. That's all I know. My dad would know. Well, actually, I don't know if he would. My mom would know. But I
Oh,
still
that
have
would have to be.
I still have one of the flyers. I think I showed my chat one time because I was cleaning out my basement and I found some of my stuff. And I still have one of the flyers that has like my face on it and it's like missing last scene wearing this like
Holy
Oh,
shit.
how scary
Damn.
is that for
Yeah.
a parent? Oh, now do you remember being afraid or any of it?
No, because I thought I was going to a birthday party.
What the
Ah.
She just sat there like
Yeah, I
with a
sat
cupcake.
upstairs waiting with a cupcake because I was told there was going to be a birthday party. And I said I needed to call my mom. And she just gave me like a phone book, but I didn't know how to read the phone book. So it didn't mean anything to me.
Wow. Wow.
Here's some cute cakes. I found some on my phone. I don't have a lot
Yay.
saved anymore. But here's a really pretty flower cake that I made.
Oh, you do the
Whoa.
really good
Wow.
stuff. Wow.
That cake is crazy.
Focus. I have a shitty
Wow.
camera. That is a little like
Aw,
Is that
that's
like a
pretty.
gemstone?
watercolor cake. Yeah. This one was for a friend's birthday.
Bruh.
That looks good.
That one's
That's so
really cute.
impressive. How you can even make them
Wow.
stand on top of each other, because whenever I do it, it just looks like Pit of Doom. They're all just like bulging down.
It was one of my biggest wedding cakes. I don't know
Wow.
if it will.
Oh
Can
my
you zoom
God.
in? Can you zoom in on it?
This one, I have a zoom in picture. Let me find it really quick. So that one
It
was
would-
covered in edible lace and pearls. It's like one of my favorites.
Oh,
I
nice.
did.
See, I don't do anything like that. I just do the typical frosting flowers.
She's got the fundamentals down to a T.
Yeah, the fundamentals.
That's great. That's all that matters.
And,
Wait,
you know, when
you have-
Maya
Huh? No, go ahead.
when Maya, you had your stream, and then you were, that's
Wow.
beautiful.
Oh my
damn.
god, look at the pattern.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, are those flowers real?
Those are real flowers, yeah.
That's
Oh my
fondant,
God.
correct? Is that fondant?
Nope, that's buttercream.
Whoa.
Wow, you got a
There's-
nice
this
smooth
is
job
more-
there.
Those are
Wow.
amazing.
No, you win. You win.
Yeah. No, I don't need to win. I don't need to win.
Maya, when you were decorating the cupcakes on your stream to raise money, and
Uh-huh.
then I'm watching QT's cupcakes. I mean, it's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, look at these animals in that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's a
she was
lot of fun
actually
to
good at
watch.
it.
This is
Yeah.
my favorite way to do just simple ones, is doing barrel cakes are really in. So I do like this, where like for 2 tiers, I'll do a tall bottom. And
What
then,
the hell?
Oh, that's pretty.
yeah, it just makes it a little different than the
That makes
usual.
for a big
So you
slice
went
of
to
cake.
to school for
Yeah.
this.
Well, so it's interesting. I went to school actually for pastry. I learned cake on my own.
Oh,
Because my mom used to, she was a pastry chef when I was a kid, and she used to, like one of my very first memories of my mom baking, she was decorating a cake, not like that, but just very like, I don't know. And so it's always been something that I wanted to do. I got into it because I was 16. I was throwing an Alice in Wonderland murder mystery dinner for my birthday. My sweet 16 was Alice in Wonderland murder
Ooh.
mystery. Couldn't find anyone to make the cake I wanted. I like dreamed up this cake because I watched a lot of Ace of Cakes. I don't know if anyone knows what that was.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yep.
one could make it, you know, because like we were pretty poor, and so I couldn't get it from like Walmart, and like and so I was like, I'll just make it, and then that's where it started. It was the ugliest cake I've ever made, but that's what got me into it. So
Do you have a picture of it?
You gotta
Yeah,
start somewhere.
Wow.
I can show you. Yeah. let me pull it
Yes.
up.
The
I want to see
OG.
that.
It's
Cutie, you
so
never
bad.
post pictures of your cakes. I always see you baking, but you never like post the
know.
finished product anywhere unless you have an account that I haven't found yet.
No, I don't. I've never posted them only because, you know what's weird? I've told the story, and maybe this is, I feel a little off track of what we should be talking about today, but it's quick, I'll tell you. But I used to take pictures of a lot of my cakes because my mom was obsessed. My mom loved watching me make cakes. Like, she would text me throughout the process and be like, show me a picture, da da da. And so I'd almost get annoyed because I'd be covered in frosting and I'd have to go take a picture and send it to her. And I'd be working on wedding cakes until like 3 a.m. a lot of the time because wedding season just is insane. And when she died, nobody cared. No one wanted to see my cakes, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cared anymore to see my cakes, to see me covered in
Wow.
frosting, to see the process. And it almost made me bitter. So I stopped taking pictures of my cakes. Like, I just stopped. So a lot of these
Oh.
cakes are, like, a lot of the photos that I'm showing you are from wedding photographers who have then sent them to me because I just don't have an archive because I just stopped But
Those are outstanding.
I've gotten better at it, but not to
Outstanding.
the point that I feel like I don't know where to post them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're too beautiful for you not to show them off.
Oh, they
I would
are.
love to see just everything you make, even if it's on Twitter or Instagram or whatever social it is. I would love to see it.
Yeah, maybe I
This
make
is my work.
Whoa!
It's a
very
heart. How cute.
good.
That-
Beautiful.
That basket, so the basket piping that you have on top of it,
Yeah.
that was on the side of my mom's cake. The first cake that I remember had the basket weave on the side of it. Isn't that cool?
Aww.
It's a lot easier than it looks, but it dresses up a cake.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so fun.
Very cool. Very cool. Yes, it is fun to bake.
I'm waiting for the Alice in Wonderland cake.
I'm gonna show you. It's so ugly. It was. I've told this story on stream before, but I had when I first applied to be a cake decorator, I didn't get the job.
Why?
I spent the whole weekend because I didn't have a portfolio because I was just so I spent the whole weekend decorating styrofoam cakes to try to have a portfolio. And I submitted like even my ugly cakes just because I wanted it so badly, and I didn't get it. But it's funny to see how far.
Styrofoam. That I would not have thought of that. I probably would just have made like layers over and over again. That's really smart to just decorate cardboard.
It's also funny because this picture, it's like on the oldest cell phone ever. So the cake was so flimsy. It was supposed to be 3 tiers. This Alice in Wonderland cake.
Oh no.
And it didn't work. And so it was one single tier. And then two separate tiers. So it was supposed to be, this was the Mad Hatter's hat, is what that was supposed to
Oh,
be.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then on top of it was supposed to be the Cheshire Cat, which didn't work. I made it out of a bundt cake, and then it was supposed to be like a crazy picnic table on top of that, and it does not look like that.
What the?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks like meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
You tried.
it was bad, but I was 16, and I tried my best, and
Aww.
I should
That is-
recreate it. I should recreate it.
Oh
That
my
is
god,
better
you
than anything
should.
I could make right now. Let me just tell you, I cannot bake at all. So that is better than what I could make age 25.
Next
So-
birthday.
Wow.
Next birthday, we'll recreate it.
You should.
I just find it interesting that you like specialize in a thing like pastries or cake. Like what you when you go to school, are you like, so I'm here for cakes.
So they,
Listen, not everyone can be good at everything.
Yeah.
Okay, Simply get your speedrunner,
yeah.
quit school to be a
Don't
streamer.
worry, Simply. We're in the
Yeah.
same boat.
Yeah, all trades. Jack
We're
of all
fine.
it just, they don't have, I mean, I think there are some schools that were like dedicated to cake, but in pastry there were cake classes, but there wasn't like just like a cake school. So,
Okay.
but yeah,
I
so
see.
you can go to culinary school to just be like, get a culinary degree, but I went the pastry route. So I took more classes in pastry and like, so I took like a laminated bread class, like where you just learn about laminated breads, like
Oh,
What is
wow.
what is that?
like a croissant, like breads that,
Oh,
yeah,
like
yeah,
laminated.
layer, yeah. Yeah,
Got it.
stuff like that. So that was years ago. I don't remember anything about bread. I'm really bad with bread, actually.
Mm.
But yeah.
But you be getting that bread, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But my dream is like whenever I wish I lived in a city where there were more streamers. Because like if it was your guys' birthday, I'd love to like make you a cute
Bring me cake.
and but I don't
Bring me
have
cake.
anyone to do that with here.
I
Okay.
give you permission to just make me a cake and just give it to whoever will eat it. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Yeah,
here's a cake.
yeah.
Yeah, if you want to make a cake, then you should make a cake. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I make lots of cakes
True.
on stream, but like no one here eats them. So I got to the point that I'm like, wait, I could text people in LA and just tell them to come pick it up. So I started doing that. But
That was my issue with like baking at home because I would be like really enjoying baking something, make it, then like no one would eat any of it, and I wouldn't eat any of it, and I was just like, well, now what?
That is not a
Like, it's
problem
just
I'm
sits
familiar
there.
with. Every house I've lived in, there's always just vacuums. You can just shove it into people. Like people just eat it all, man. I've always been around eaters.
I don't know. Like it was just kind of you just maybe have like a bite, and then it's like sugar rush, and you're done, and then that's it. And then most of it's still there.
Yeah, it's not as fun these days. It just kind of hurts.
What's
The-
your
the
favorite
high
thing
blood
to
sugar.
bake? Simply's mom. Sorry, I don't even know your name. What is your name?
Oh, Gabby.
Gabby.
G-A-B.
Oh.
Yeah, Gabby. My favorite thing, I would say cookies and cupcakes.
Okay.
Cookies.
That's a good answer. I never know
I'm
what to
down
say.
here.
I'm going to steal
I'm
that.
down here in a 55 plus community. So we've even had people, we're all children of the 70s here. So we trick or treat for booze. You know, we're down here playing with kids our own age. And they'll bang on my door. I know there's cupcakes in there. And so they'll come and raid. I think I had 8 people come by the other day for cupcakes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it works out. It works out good. So anything I bake on stream, it can be gone in seconds.
I love that.
Yeah, it works out really good. And now I'm baking what we're making favorite recipes that the chat is sending me on Discord.
Oh,
and then,
okay.
And then if I use the recipe, I'll make him an apron with their name on it.
Oh my gosh!
Make sure that name is not is okay because sometimes there will be a lot of hidden messages in Twitch names
like Sofa King or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. So far, so good. So
simply
far,
has to approve that name.
Yeah, you can bring it to me if you're wondering about what it means.
Yep.
If some shit.
Simply, do you have a worst date story?
Worst date story. I mean, for my first girlfriend, I didn't really like her at first. I just kept going on the dates because I was like, I kind of feel like I need to, you know?
Simply.
Oh
what?
My gosh.
How could
That
you?
is sad.
So sad.
Hey, at least he was nice and kept going to the date.
No.
Listen, but hey, I came around. She grew on me.
Okay.
It was nice. But okay, the worst date story. It wasn't really a date, but we both had to go back to school, right? We were on break and we lived in like the southern part of the state and the school's up north. So it's a long drive and I was going to drive it myself. So I was like, hey, I can drive you back to school. You know, we're going back. She's like, okay. So we get in the car and we're driving and a storm happened that morning. It's Minnesota. It's the winter. It's like January. So it's like the worst of the worst. But I thought the storm was like done, like it finished. It wasn't snowing anymore. It was just like there was snow on the ground and shit. But I didn't think the roads were that bad. And I had to get back to school in time for like a meeting. So I was kind of rushing on the highway. There's a highway that just goes straight up. And we were going, I probably should have slowed down. I was going pretty fast. We were having a good time. All of a sudden, she's like, I think we're sliding. And then we're like, we're sliding. And then before you know it, we're like completely sideways, like sliding on black ice. I didn't realize that the road was like covered in black ice. I thought it was just like wet or something, but it was just pure ice on the road. So we're sliding and then inevitably we hit the ditch in the middle. We're going like 70 miles an hour. And then we start rolling and she just starts screaming and I was just like, we're rolling. And then I went silent. We rolled a couple of times in the median. Luckily, it was just a bunch of snow that we were rolling in, so it wasn't that bad. And no, we actually landed right side up and then called up the people, the towing company and everything. And then we both had like, those things like the collar.
Braces.
Yeah, neck. We both had to wear neck braces. We were actually okay. We were fine.
Damn.
No problems. We definitely could have died. There's like a hella trees on that highway, but it was like a patch that was just snow. So
oh my god,
it wasn't the best experience, but it did bring us closer to each other. So maybe it wasn't that bad, but I probably would have preferred it to not happen because it was pretty scary.
Fair.
But yeah.
Wait. Okay, so you have a near-death experience. Simp Mom, you have a whole stream about near-death experiences tonight. Do you have like a collection?
She gets them from people.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I asked the viewers to send in their stories, and I've got 4, and then Sip Dad's going to chime in with one. And yeah, I was robbed at gunpoint, and that was kind of
it's a little
kind
scary.
of scary. Yeah.
When was that?
Crazy.
Like,
That was
will it
before-
be too much of a spoiler if you tell us about it?
Pardon me?
Will it be like a spoiler to your stream if you tell us about it?
No, they've heard it. They've heard
Okay.
it. What happened was I was on a date and
Okay.
in my late 20s and with somebody very exciting
And he
who
robbed me.
always carried a gun and always carried a lot of money for whatever reason. And he says, you want to go out in Neck? We just pulled down a road in Neck, and, kids make out. And I said, yeah, let's do that. I was driving.
Wait,
I
you
said,
said
yeah,
neck?
let's do that. We called it Neck. You just kissy face.
Right, okay.
And so we're kissing, and I see a policeman come by, and I said, "Oh, he's going to think we're kids, but we're not. He's in his 30s. I'm almost 30, or 29, or whatever." And I roll down my window, and it's a person dressed as a policeman who puts a gun to my head. And
Oh my gosh.
And so I say to this guy next to me, I said, "This is a joke. You know him, don't you? This is a joke." He freezes. He absolutely froze in terror. Now, this is a guy that I know has a gun tucked in his foot. And I'm thinking, and I recognized the gun that this guy had because I used to have one. It was a Raven 25. Not very accurate, but at your head, it's going to hit you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yep. And he's pushing it into my head. And I said to the guy I was with, because I didn't have any money. I would have had $5 probably. And I said, if you don't give him some money, he's going to blow my head off. And he, like a robot, just reaches in his wallet. I mean, everything was just so robotic. And then opens it up, and I just see a $50 bill. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to be killed. We're going to be killed. And the guy took it and then took off. And so I got in the car and I went, but I wasn't done with the date. So we went and parked in front of St. Joseph's Church. Figure Father Zupa chases us out. Who cares?
Nice.
But I do have to say, the next morning when I woke up, I heard a motorcycle go by, and it just struck terror through me. To think that somebody could decide if they're going, just the sound of the motorcycle, just that one day, somebody could decide whether you're going to live or die. And it was kind of funny. Years later, Simp Dad and I were out with his cousin and his wife. And he goes, "Yeah, I was talking to so-and-so, and he was telling me about the time that he got robbed at gunpoint." And he gave the name, and that was the guy I was with. And I said, "Did he tell you how gorgeous the woman was that was with him?" And he said, "Well, no." And I said, "Well, it was me." And so it was kind of funny that he brought it up, that he was traumatized by it too. And he even said to me, he said, would you be bait? And I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "I got about 5 guys that'll come and lay on each sides of the road, and we'll go back to the same place and see if he comes out again." And we were going to, I said, "Yeah, I'd do that," because they were going to kind of teach him a lesson. But
oh my gosh.
What the heck?
Well, you think that guy was like farming that spot, just waiting for people and just being like,
he went
hey,
down the railroad tracks afterwards. He went down the side of the railroad tracks. So, and it's probably not the first time he's done that, because he was dressed as a cop. But he was young. He was young, like 19, 20, young. Too young to be a cop.
Oh my gosh. That's scary.
That's some crazy shit.
I thought it was a joke. I completely thought it was a joke until this big strapping dude next to me froze just like a popsicle.
Jeez.
He was so scared.
Just like a popsicle.
Yeah, he was just, because I just, "Oh, this is a joke. You know him, don't you?" And but yeah, so that was scary to think that somebody could decide that I was going to live or die. That's a very horrible feeling, and just.
That is pretty scary.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I went out and got my gun permit right after that, and I was licensed to carry a concealed weapon.
That's
nice.
Awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, we should all do that.
Malena and I have to. We have to go to that place.
Yes.
The range.
I've never had an actual near-death experience, but here's the thing. I have some roommates, and one of my roommates is a terrible driver. Absolutely horrible. So whenever I get in the car and he drives, that's when I feel closest to death. His name is Chance. He drives like he's cross-eyed or something. And the last time we let him drive, we got in a car accident. And the car still hasn't fixed. It's not fixed from that. That's long before LSF even found you, Maya, because we don't let Chance drive anymore.
I was gonna say I've never seen him drive. I had not thought about that.
No, he's not allowed to drive.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's not allowed to drive. It was weird. We were highways here in Austin, or it's not even highways. The roads next to the highways are 65 miles per hour here in Texas.
Jeez.
And we were going down the road 65 miles per hour. A guy pulled out in front of us, and Chance, my roommate, pulled out of the way from him, and we went over the curb, like a median, into the other highway, the opposing way. Sorry, I don't know the English word for it. The opposite direction. Luckily, there was no cars there. But me being the angry Norwegian that I am, I got out of the car and I ran over to the guy who driving the other car and started screaming at him like a Karen. I was so freaking mad. Like he just bad drivers all around. Texas is filled with bad drivers. I try to just avoid when there's a lot of people on the roads here. I was really angry. But we don't let my roommate drive anymore, and I'm not that's when I feel close to death. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't really ride with Mitch. Mitch is also a very, very fast driver.
Mitch and Barry.
Yes, very much so. Some people are just better in the passenger seat, man. That's where they belong. They provide entertainment.
True.
Behind the computer.
True.
Or behind the
behind the
computer.
computer, yes.
Well, I appreciate you so much for coming on, both of you.
Yes, thank you for all the love.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for having my mom.
I can't wait to watch more of your streams because they sound wonderful.
She's got the content.
/sitmom.
We're having a lot of fun. I'm celebrating tonight 100 gifts being sent around the world. That's the only reason I stream, is to make gifts for my stream. It's the only reason I'm doing is to pay for postage. So I made last night the golden
God, no way.
So I'm giving out 10 of these tonight, and on my stream, and we're going to have some fun with it. But that's the only reason I'm doing it, is because since Simply's been streaming, I have been sending gifts, and then I started sending crates, and this allows me to send them across the seas, because to send a cap across the pond is like $40.
Yeah.
And so that my stream has been so generous with the donations that now I don't even ask where anybody's from. You know, if you win a prize, it's set. So
you win a prize.
I'm celebrating 100 sent around the world tonight.
Wow.
Yay!
That's
That's so exciting. And what time are you streaming?
Right now, as soon as I get off.
As soon as you get off. And how late will you be going? Just so I know, so I can.
Well, and I go tonight until I lose my voice.
Great.
Perfect.
So,
we love that.
Right.
Is it
Yay!
called Simp Mom? Is that how it's spelled? Simp Mom?
Yep. SIMPMOM.
How great.
guys.
Mom.
You heard it
Simp Mom.
here.
Yeah, come on
Thank
down.
you,
And
guys.
like I say, we roll in the gutters. Thank you so much for inviting me, ladies. I've listened to your podcast. Your Christmas one was a stitch. And thank you so much. And simply always glad to see my boy.
Yeah.
Good to see you too, Mom. Thank you, ladies.
Got a hairdo for him.
Pick a haircut.
All right?
Yeah,
We
we'll
will.
get a haircut.
We'll make it happen.
We'll definitely do that. That'll happen.
All right.
Thank you
It'll
so much.
definitely
Good luck with
happen.
your stream.
I had a great time.
Thank you.
We had a
I
great
love
time.
talking to you.
Bye.
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 Aw.
What
Dude,
a
she's
fun
great. I told
podcast.
you
Awesome.
guys. She's wonderful.
She's so
She's like
great.
1 in a million of moms.
Yeah.
I
straight
didn't
up.
really want to say this in front of them, but there are so many times where like I relate to exactly what she's saying. And I'm just looking at Simply like, would I produce, the same type of being? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I just
An
relate to
alien.
her so fucking much. Like, I don't know. So it felt very like almost chilling to watch.
Yeah.
That's
She's
really cool.
awesome.
She's
Oh,
so
that was
sweet.
awesome.
Simply too. Simply's great. He's
No,
he's
Simply's
he's
okay.
a product.
I'm just kidding.
You know?
It's cute.
Simply's great.
No, they're wonderful.
Okay. My stomach is killing me, but we wanted to touch on one thing again before we head out. The whole Kayla thing. Just so you guys know, this is not us picking sides between Malena and Macaiyla. We are very honest about her having an open invitation to come back whenever she wants for however long she wants. And with that said, the thing about her being busy is exactly what she said. She says she is busy. Do not make it something into more and more of a speculation, whatever. If that is what she says, it's what she says, okay? And anyone else willing to speak on anything, talk about it, now's your chance between us four.
I did not know that we were gonna talk about this.
No, the only reason that we're talking about it more is there's being a lot of people are speculating stuff on like LSF, and in chat I keep seeing stuff getting deleted. You guys are being very dramatic.
I don't think that it's a secret that Macaiyla had, like, there were issues after the last podcast, right? That's also part of the problem. But the last thing that she told us, we gave her an open invitation. She said she was busy. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's all we
And the
got.
Malena versus Macaiyla boxing match will be in 1 month's time. Be ready.
On the
tune
Housewives
in.
podcast.
Place your bets
We're hoping to
now.
do great. I think.
I'm joking. I saw it in the chat. I couldn't resist. Okay.
I don't
What, cutie?
I
just-
don't
I
know
think.
what to say about this when she's not here.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything we can talk about. Like, I know you guys
Exactly.
want drama. There are just we didn't kick her out. We didn't do anything like that. She just said she's busy and uninterested. So
Yeah.
that's that, you guys. There's nothing.
Yeah.
You can't force people to come on your podcast, no matter how much you want them here. Like she does not want to. And the last few podcasts, she has been doing homework. She has been very, very busy.
And no, there's no like. I don't hate Macaiyla. I don't hate Macaiyla. There's no anger from me. Just so everyone knows. I know everyone's like, give me the drama, fucking tossing out the fucking fishing rod for drama. There's no drama from my end. And she told us that she's busy with school, and every time she's been here the past few times, she's been really stressed about school. So maybe this is one less thing that can distract her from
And
it.
there are a few people lecturing us and like lecturing me in chat saying, have you guys talked to each other since then?
Oh,
Yes,
Christ.
there have been many conversations, positive and negative and constructive. Like, we do not need you guys to backseat our relationships. All of us are handling our relationships separately, and just go fuck yourselves, okay? We don't need you to, like, chat, seriously, like, we don't need you to backseat our relationships. We're good.
Just wondering, chat. I'm about to go take a shit. Do you think I should wipe after? When
Yeah.
I don't know how
as
to
long as you
act.
wipe front to back and not back to front, because you don't want to
Back-
fucking wipe
Back
shit
to
into
front.
your
Okay, I'll be right back.
Hey,
I'm gonna go wipe
Malena,
back to
where's
front.
your
Thank you.
Where's your toenail?
My toenail's on the floor. Nick was looking for it, but it's gone actually.
Oh.
The only reason Nick showed up
Yeah, 'cause
today
Nick
is because
said
I
Adept
bothered him to
messaged
be
me.
here.
He said, Adept messaged me. There's an emergency. Malena has a toenail you need to go grab.
Yeah, and I said
Secret.
911 emergency. Go take Malena's fucking toenail right fucking now. And he went and he did it.
Gross. You're Pago too.
It was your fault. You were the one making it disgusting.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, I love today's episode. Simply's mom is great. Simply is great. And make sure you guys go follow her stream right now, Simp Mom. Go tune into
Bro.
those stories. And yeah, see you guys in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Bye,
2 weeks, no
guys.
guess.
Bye, Adept.
All
Miss
right.
you, Adept. I miss you so much, Adept. Please come
Please
back.
stop talking so I can
Please
go to
come
Los
back to
Santos.
me.
Just stop.
Come
Please
back to
stop
me.
talking.
It's okay.
Okay. Bye.
I
Bye.
fucking hate you. Okay, bye.